Oh
Yay.
my God.
Is it Monday? Is it Monday?
You're
Somewhere.
giving me the Mondays right now, William.
Oh,
Thank you for driving the last bit of my self-esteem into the ground and then grinding with your boot heel just there.
she's a rock star and she's Oregon famous. When we walk around Southern Oregon, people would ask for her autograph. And she's
Uh-huh.
been in a bunch of bands you probably heard of.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's great, but are you trying to, bail yourself out of the, your boat is sinking, it's filling with water.
Oh,
And you're trying to
I
bail.
tread water until the sharks come and get me. How's it going? It's Wednesday. Welcome to the house of Zoe. We
Hi,
are
everybody.
young, heartache to heartache.
We stand.
So right off the bat, you're gonna say, William, what are you wearing? I would just want to say thank you to all of my new Canadian subscribers. You have almost eclipsed my Russian subscribers, and I just want to say thank you. And I don't blame Canada, like the South Park song. Thank you.
That we accept being blamed at like the South Park song. That is perfectly okay with us. And yeah.
Yay! Hello, Dre. How's it going? Hello, Ed. Hello.
Dre.
Yay! And to anyone watching this in the future, like I always say, thank you so. Thank you.
Hi, Ed.
And
Yes,
my Canadian subscribers have jumped through the roof, so thank you.
You're welcome. I've
You've been pushing?
single-handedly recruited Canadians to
That was-
come aboard because we're taking over.
Hi, Terry.
Yay! Hello.
Terry and that sewing machine. Let me tell you. You guys, did you see her new little short that she put out with Wicked, the sewing machine? That
I
she
totally
released?
need to. I totally need to see it. I haven't
You
seen
do.
anything
It is
all day.
absolutely beautiful. Terry, A, we need to find a machine for me. 2, you need to refurbish it. I'll pay for it eventually. Yeah. I got people with money. Oh, yes. That would be so much fun. Oh.
Hot Rod Machine Day. Okay, William,
Yes.
painting sewing machines like race cars. Do you know a pinstriper? You live in SoCal. You got to know it. You got to know a
my gosh.
pinstriper or two.
I do. I can actually put that
You know
on.
a guy.
I know a guy. I know some people who own a booth or two.
Hmm.
And when I say booth, I mean sandblasting, nothing naughty.
Oh, we got you. Well, sandblasting, huh?
That's what they're calling. That's what they're calling it nowadays.
That's a new kink to me. I don't know that one.
Hey, I'm open-minded with my newfound Canadian audience.
Well, we tend to lean that way, for
Look
sure.
at Terry. She has her puppy.
Aw.
I'm having to pay the cheese tax. I got
Yes.
cheese, and there's a tax that must be paid.
Yes, I get it.
The things he will do for cheese.
Yeah. William has a workspace, the outdoors resort. Yes, you do.
Come on, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
But
so
Terry's closer to me. I can get
I
to
don't
Terry
know.
within 9 hours.
Hey,
I don't know
when
if you're ready for this. I
You know
don't know.
what?
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
I need a couple of those, William.
Oh.
Yay!
And I need the other one.
Yes.
And because I'm a tough guy.
Slayer fabric.
Very
Oh,
nice.
fantastic.
Yes.
And because I've had an emotional day, I'm probably gonna order more at the end of this.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a
yes.
rock, but
I
you
like
need
the
a
rocker.
bottom rocker too.
Oh, watch it. He got one.
Oh,
There you go.
You know I can make those, right?
We'll
It's-
talk.
Nope.
yeah.
That's what it took.
Because for a long time, I just need them to be this size or bigger. And a lot of companies you order from, I could literally show you the size. If my patch box is over here, they're 10-inch, and they just seem tiny. Yay! Hello,
Hi,
Nancy.
Nancy.
Long time no see, girlfriend. How you doing?
Hi, Nancy.
I love how she says y'all.
Christina.
Yay!
All the
Hello,
way from
hello.
Sweden.
Oh, William Tweed. I love it.
Although that this is awesome, you can see
Yeah.
the difference in the two.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that one is giant compared to that one.
Yeah, and you get more of a wow factor too with like your text is a lot larger.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, I have made a banner that goes across
Christina.
the front of tables. Like it was a tablecloth banner, like
Oh,
goes across
wow.
like multiple tables. So it takes a lot of extra work to do it, but I can do it. I know how to do it. Hi, Katie.
I want a giant shawl like a Russian Orthodox priest that says House of Sewing.
Okay.
There you go. There you
Let's
go.
talk.
Can I just have a moment to say hello to Katie because Nightbot kicked me out. I could hear and I could see, and Katie said hello to me in Amber's stream, and
Yes.
I could not say hello back, and I was trying every 15 seconds. Please, Nightbot, let me say hello to Katie. And
Nightbot's a terror.
it just sent me these messages saying, no, you
Well, you're the
cannot.
one using exclamation marks and caps whenever you're reading.
I know. I
things-
wrote the word relatable in all caps and was punished.
So that depends on how people set their Nightbot up. I
She
have
just
mine
put it
set so you
in.
can put an entire word for it, but
Yeah.
you do have to customize that. Nightbot is really set up super strict initially.
Amber's still working on it. Yeah, we just put it on. Like she just figured out how to put it on her StreamYards today. So
Yeah.
baby steps. She
Oh,
did
yeah.
amazing.
Yes, Terry, they are patches, and I got them on Amazon. All of these I purchased on Amazon. There's no secrets here in the House of Sewing and stuff. But I finally found a vendor that has giant patches, and it's not easy. And I think they're somewhere close because it came within 7 days.
That's not bad.
It didn't come from
Hi,
China.
Sydney.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, hey, Sydney, hello.
Hi.
So I'm actually excited. It's quality and it's thick.
There you go.
Just
Someone's
like
gonna
you.
cut it. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
See what I
Thank
did
you.
there? See what I did there?
I've been
Yes.
eating lots of cheesecake. I'm working on it.
Ooh,
That's why you can see all of Canada.
Got 3 C's in milk.
Why
We're
do
starting
guys
off.
get away with saying stuff like that? Like, as girls, we would not get away with saying stuff like that without having everybody come judge us.
People, you know what? I live by a couple of sayings, but people are gonna judge you regardless. And
Oh, they are.
I have a saying I say to myself all the time. What somebody else's opinion of me, somebody else's opinion of me is none of my business.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like
Yeah.
We still get judged for it.
Yeah,
We still
exactly.
get judged for it.
So it doesn't matter.
I
Sometimes it
like to
hurts.
live by the Dr. Seuss saying that goes, be who you are and say what you feel. because the people that the people that mind don't matter, and the people that matter don't mind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, bottle that up. Like that.
Dr. Seuss.
It is Dr.
It's
Seuss.
Dr. Seuss week though too at school in the United
Oh
States.
gosh.
There we
That's right.
go. So
Oh.
there you go, Jess. You've got a lesson plan for tomorrow.
Oh, I got a lesson plan. All right, I'm gonna put that. They're gonna come in. They're like, "What in the world? Mrs. Wilkie's on something."
Today is no homework day.
Isn't that what?
Today is no homework day.
No trust. No. You better do
No,
your
no, no.
math.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Today's the 5th. I'm sorry. That's tomorrow. Today is Reel Film Day. Like those old
Ooh.
reels. Yeah. It's that day.
Oh, I like the old reels like that. Those are so. Yeah.
When I was a kid, I knew somebody whose grandfather owned one of the last dollar movie theaters in my town. So
Oh,
I had
wow.
one of those like small town real life experiences. We'd hang out on the roof. Like we had full access. And all my friends except for me ended up working there.
Oh, Christina's in Raleigh now.
Girl, you are just like 45 minutes away from me. Hey, how you doing?
She flew all day. Oh my gosh.
Oh, what is she in Raleigh for? What are you in Raleigh for?
I don't know.
Am I
Are you at
driving
the
Raleigh
toll booth?
tomorrow?
Are you at the
Am I driving
toll booth?
Oh, I can't drive to Raleigh. I got a softball game.
See, the real accent comes out.
What accent?
I'm just giving you all.
Your New York accent.
You speak an accent?
Nikolai still has not
do.
made it to Iceland. I'm so sorry.
Aw.
Hopefully.
Isn't it National Quilting
No.
Month?
Yes,
No,
it is.
It is umbrella month.
It rains all the time right now.
It might be National Quilting Month, but they only listed it as umbrella month. So no, I don't know.
You know, around here we say umbrellas are for tourists because it's kind of true.
They said that
Harley and Ollie. Hi.
in Portland. They used to say that they would say like you can tell when someone's not from Oregon because they're walking around with an umbrella.
Yeah.
I mean, all the locals lose their umbrellas, so.
No, we just wear raincoats.
Oh.
How's it going, Harley? How's it going,
Harley?
Alibaba? And I'm not kidding.
Harley!
I want to say thank you to my newfound Canadian audience. And I want to thank Twin for reminding me that I had this shirt. This is conversation we were having, but it reminded me that I had this shirt.
Yeah, we should sing the Canadian anthem. No, let's just do it.
No. I am not singing. We already know this, though.
I'm going to the National Quilt Museum, and what is that? What's that?
Yay!
Paducah.
Paducah.
I should know that one.
We're going to Paducah. we are going as soon as I'm finished teaching. We're going to Paducah. That's like one of the things. That's like
Paducah
the biggest
is fantastic.
shows in the United States. But it's in April every year, and it's just during EOGs for me, so I can't go until I retire from teaching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yay, Sydney, so good to see you.
Oh, I'm trying to get you to go to more quilt store shows. Come on. Like I'm just trying to help you.
I'm going to one in like 2 weeks.
I know you are.
It feels so far away, but it's really not.
No.
I'm visiting my daughter, and tomorrow I will be in Cabarro at my son's place. Is that
Carborough.
Carborough.
So she's going to be in Chapel Hill. That's even closer. Hey. Oh.
Hi, Rita.
Oh.
So here's my dilemma, okay? I now have two amazing. Hello, Rita. Great to see you. I now have two amazing blocks that I want to put on a vest.
Oh.
And I really like these patches. So should I put these on the ones that I'm gonna wear to the quilt show in Vegas?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And it's
Jonathan
gotta
Winters.
be that. It's got to be that one with the skull in the middle of it.
Hi, Rita. Ooh, with a skull in the middle. Oh, are you talking about the red one?
Yeah,
On his wall?
that one.
Yeah.
It's got to be a skull one.
Oh, I was gonna do it on this one.
Ooh,
That's one of the reasons I haven't sewn my leaky dish.
nice.
The leaky dish.
The block that that started it all.
What's a
The rock? No, the block that William built.
Mm. Mhm. Okay. I want to give a shout out to our friend Rita because Rita hit a milestone today
Yes.
that we all need to celebrate. She ventured out into the world to buy fabric. And
Yay!
There's more.
it was so brave of her. She was so brave and she fucking did it. Excuse my language, but I'm just so happy.
Yes.
That's a big accomplishment.
It is an accomplishment.
The first time in 4 years, y'all, she's been out of her house. That's what she said to us on the channel.
And she was that brave. That took some guts and some gumption. And I just want to be a cheerleader.
Last year, I hadn't left my house in a couple years, so I know that feeling. And when I started going to Vegas, it felt good to get out of my state. That's about my state of mind, my physical state. It felt good to get away.
I have a quilt show to go to this weekend. I'm so excited.
So
I forgot that it was this weekend. I thought it was during one of my softball weekends, so I was like so bummed out. But it's not this weekend. I'm going. I'm on it. Don't know when and where and how, but I'll be there.
There's a Captain Quilter show in town. All right, nice. We're gonna expect the full vlog. Do you know what's so funny? I never wanted to be that selfie stick person, but I might as well be because I walk around with my camera around my neck. And at any moment I'm like, boop, I pull it out and I'm just filming.
Well, I can't wait to see what you film when you go to Vegas.
I need to find I went crazy on Amazon when I first really got into my camera. And I have one of those weird, it's a wannabe professional camera holder, but it's Amazon, so it's poorly made. But then I also have one that's a literal handle. I wonder what I did with all of that. It's in here somewhere. The great cleaning is underway here in the House of Sewing. So should I go My So-Called Life William Tweed? Or, where's the other patch? There it is. Should I go William Tweed? Well, people are going to know my name's William.
Well, that would be a pretty safe assumption.
Because it's not My So-Called Life, you know. So should I go My So-Called Life William Tweed, Slayer of Fabric?
Yeah, no? I like the and
it
like
works.
Those. Yeah,
that works.
That works.
Because I'm going all out for this. This is my quilting jacket, and I watched. It really trips me out. I watch a lot of 1970s, 1960s stuff, and there was a clip of Jonathan Winters on Carson, and he walks up wearing this exact coat in the 80s. So I know my coat is from the 80s. Because I buy if it's a denim jacket and it fits, at least in my thrifting days, I would buy it immediately. No questions asked.
All right, Sydney and Nancy and Rita are all saying yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm really bad. I don't know why I'm so behind on this chat.
Because it's going really fast.
Yay. Okay. So yes.
you have a pass. It's going fast.
I'm all excited about making blocks, but I need to focus and do one project at a time. And I have another project that I'm working on right now that I don't even want to mention because I haven't started it.
Is it a secret mission?
I don't know.
If you just now mentioned it.
I know, but sometimes he won't say anything else about it.
That's a weird motivator because I like the look on someone's face when I'm like, I stayed up all night. Look at my coat. I have 2 hours of sleep, but look at this beautiful coat. Which I cannot do anymore as he takes a sip of his Vietnamese coffee.
With me lately, I've had 12 hours of sleep and I've done nothing.
Oh yeah, what about the jacket challenge?
Oh,
Yeah, let's talk about that, Mr. Tweed.
Thank you for addressing me. Thank you for addressing me by my formal title. If you're into the whole brevity thing, it's Senor Tweed.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was thinking it would be more like Tweed.
Senor Tweed.
William Tweed.
William.
Or Don Tweed. Oh, let me put my hat on.
No, we're not going Don
Tweedo.
Tweed.
Don
Oh my
Tweedo.
God. Do you know what's funny? In the comments, somebody told me that my white hat was too small for my head. And I speak Spanish. I didn't need to hit translate. I didn't even need to hit translate on that one.
So are they complimenting the size of your head, or they?
I mean, it goes down to your eyes.
I guess they assumed that it needed to fit differently.
It made me laugh. And you know, I've made no secret. I have a giant head. My hat size is 7 7/8. When I go to buy hats, I walk up to the clerk, and the first thing I ask them is, "Hey, do you have 7 7/8?" Because I know I'm wasting people's time if you don't have my hat size.
Let me go get the ladder. Let's see.
Around here, we have a lot of, like in LA, we have weird. They're not pop-up shops because they don't go anywhere, but there's stores that have hats and jerseys, and they'll sell Dickies, khakis.
Yeah.
They sell the stuff that sells to teenagers, you know.
Yeah.
But I still wear hats, and that's where I get my long socks that go all the way up to my knees, because you can't just buy cholo socks anywhere.
So if you need Japanese schoolgirl socks, talk to William.
I know somebody.
He has the connections.
Oh my gosh, I actually do know him. He is Korean. He would laugh so hard if he knew that you just said Japanese schoolgirls. He would laugh so hard.
So Rita, I thought this challenge was at least until the end of the year, so I got a couple more months. And I still need some lessons because somebody said, "Oh, hold on, this way." Somebody said he was going to give me lessons.
You were like, "Give me lessons." And I said, "Okay, okay. There's a difference."
Did I miss the jacket challenge?
Rita went live the other day.
Okay.
Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday because I was making dinner, and then William popped on, and then she wants William and I to do the challenge.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so I did miss something.
Yeah.
Good deal. Glad to know. I'm missing a lot of things lately. I'm trying.
I think this challenge needs to be written down and then
and signed in blood. Vampire.
Vampire blood. Okay.
As someone who I'm subscribed to everybody on the internet. I'm subscribed to everybody on the internet. It is not easy keeping up. And I have to go looking out for people because I'm subscribed to so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
just look for people's lives. I just look, okay, who's live right now? And that's what I watch at the moment.
That's all. That's the only people that I've been able to catch up with are the ones who are live when I catch them. But I haven't been able to catch anybody lately.
She did so good. You should feel her. She had so much energy. I was like, am I in William's channel? Like, what is going on? It was just like, he's hyper. It's wonderful. I loved it. Loved every moment. Yeah. She was so happy and so giddy. It was so great. I loved it.
Absolutely.
Okay, you're gonna need to text me next time because
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
I'll text all of you.
Really?
Yeah, there we go.
Just
Yes,
The text
just
chain.
start the group chat.
as
Just
the
start a
official
group chat.
secretary.
No, like the old
got
school
you.
phone chain, you know?
Yeah,
The text chain.
got it. William, are we all supposed to be on a text chain together since you're the boss?
Yeah, but I'm so disorganized. You graduated
I
to
can make
top
one text
secretary.
chain with all 4 of us? Okay, I
Yes.
got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at Shalom, he said yes.
I had a calendar.
right
I
now.
did in Excel. And I have everyone who is live. Oh, that's smart. Spreadsheet. I know someone who likes spreadsheets.
Right? I'll color code them and everything for
Oh,
you.
that's never that.
I still haven't gotten the updated one yet. I'm waiting on it.
Yeah. And then I can actually connect sheets. I can connect Excel different spreadsheets. I can do it all.
Okay, put it all in one place so I can see
will.
everything in
I'll
one
put it all in
sheet.
one
Good.
But I still need to translate it to William's time, like William and Shalom's time. I was going to create another spreadsheet with just Eastern time and then Pacific time. So it was easier. And then I'll just make a mountain time too. Why not?
Please.
Yeah. I'll work on it tomorrow while I'm not doing anything.
There's a universal time decoder that you will automatically see the times in your own time zone.
Yes. Yeah. I know that it exists. I just don't know how to use that yet. I'd have to Google it.
I just asked my Amazon device. I just go, what time is it in, and I say a city.
Yeah.
And she tells me. That's how I cheat.
I do the same thing.
Are Sydney.
Phone tap. What time is it in blah, blah, blah?
Oh.
Phone tap. What's the temperature right now?
Jess, you can put it in my Facebook group so my subscribers can see it all.
I could. I will.
I will let you, if it's not already, if you can't put it in files, I will do it for you once you send it to me. Just let me know.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, Sydney. I appreciate it. You reminded me. I have a Facebook group.
I do too somewhere, but I don't. It's not a face. It's just there.
Okay.
So
here's my gripe with social media in general. Okay, it always starts out like a Doctor Who episode. Everybody's in love. They're so happy to go around the universe, and then everything ends in flames. So I try to stay away. If you were really into Doctor Who, that's funny. So I'm just trying. So I'm not on social media like I used to, because people are so angry. Like my Facebook, because I have such an eclectic background, everybody's mad at each other right now. I know people who are. I have family members who are brother and sister and refuse to talk to each other because of Facebook.
People are angsty.
They are.
You know, you just want to get a picture of them and draw an emo haircut on them.
So, like, if my Facebook can go back to sewing machines, hockey, and like cat videos, I'm here. No, that's what my Facebook literally was.
Was it the hairless cat that you want?
Oh my
That's
God.
where I fell in love with those things.
I remember when my Facebook page was like those weird pets. I had a giraffe-corn on Facebook.
And it's beyond it's even beyond politics. It's just people have gone bonky on Facebook, and it's not like Facebook is weird because someone will say something crazy and then I see them at the grocery store, and and then we're just looking at each other like, I seen your post. I don't know why you said something so crazy on Facebook. It's weird. Yeah. So I stay off.
You know, I am so glad that I'm too old for TikTok. I'm really glad that I'm too old.
I lasted less than 24 hours, and anyone who knows me, I'm a social media hound. I lasted less than 24 hours on TikTok. I was just a really bored weekend where I started, and then I was like, I don't need another addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, TikTok can be very much an addiction. I got rid of TikTok for that reason.
And
It wasn't
sorry.
making me any money. It wasn't making me any progress. I was done.
Exactly. And it's not even anything political. It's just, I don't need another. Like, you should see me doom scrolling on YouTube.
Well,
Like,
TikTok is like having an extra girlfriend in the house.
can't do it.
And
Nope.
I say this for everybody because women, we tend to require a lot of extra attention.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's like crazy,
It's hard
right?
that we do.
But we really require a lot of extra attention. So you bring TikTok into the picture, and TikTok is like that girlfriend that you never invited over and that just won't leave. So yeah, no TikTok.
I mean, I had her for about a year. I did, but I didn't really watch her a lot. It's just that I did because my kids had TikTok, and then when TikTok kind of went south, like big time, I was like, all right, everybody needs to get off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my kid was doing TikTok. She was like, oh yeah, poor kid. What was I thinking? I'm such a horrible parent.
No, don't feel
No.
bad. No. My son got banned on TikTok because the video he made was so controversial. They banned and it obviously wasn't the IP address because it was it was obviously the device.
Yeah.
Don't ever feel like a bad parent for letting your kid have TikTok for any length of time because your kids are just an experiment. That's why you have multiple kids, so you can experiment on the first one and get it right at the last one.
I
need a couple more. I'm still not getting it right. Like I need a couple more. Okay. I need to
go talk to the baby making friend. You know,
I need a baby making friend. I need a surrogate mother.
That's how I would do it. I'm not having another one.
So, like I said, social media, like, and that's the thing. I am into very specific things, so I watch those things, and then if I've discovered all kinds of new stuff, and then I'll fall into a rabbit hole, but it's not like I don't know. I try not to let it.
3 hours later.
What's that?
And you look up 3 hours later.
And you got no sleep for the night before you go
But
into
that's
work
why
again.
not being obsessively on Facebook changed my life because pre-YouTube I was obsessively on Facebook.
I was on Facebook obsessively for a while, and I finally cut that out.
It changed my life when I got off of Facebook to the point where people private message me. They're like, "Are you okay? Are you late?"
Yeah, like I deleted Facebook Messenger off my phone. I cut cold turkey about 4 months. What was it? 3 months ago. Everything.
It's better that way in a lot of ways. It's less drama.
It feels good.
I dropped Facebook in 2017.
I mainly have Facebook so I can Facebook stalk a few people. I'm not saying who I Facebook stalk, so we're not getting into that. But I have a few people I Facebook stalk, and that I don't ever post on my own. Like I've got the group, and that's it.
I just do it to keep track of my family in New York. That's the only reason why I still have it, or it'd be gone.
Ooh. I found spare block pieces.
I hate the term chatty Cathy. Do you know what's really funny? This is saying we can't say in front of my mother. She hates that saying as well.
Oh, chatty Cathy?
Yeah.
Oh. So no, I'm not gonna say it.
I don't talk on my cell phone, nor do I want it. Trust me, Rita. It's just another social media addiction. I have 50 friends on Facebook, and 3 of them. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
it's none of those things are an addiction for me. They're just like an extra way I can be pissed off at the world and hate people.
And that's another thing. That's why I went to mainly sewing, hockey, and funny stuff because it was warping my my sense. an ex-girlfriend of mine, she actually went to therapy and they told her, turn off social media for a month and see what happens. Because she was getting anxiety, all this stuff, and she did.
Yeah.
And it changed her life. But she was also taking bad advice.
Yeah.
Like she almost took ivermectin.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I know that story.
You know, so like I'm just saying, like you got to be careful. I feel like I should bring my disclaimer back of do not take medical advice from anyone on the internet, especially the strange guy in California wearing a Canada shirt.
You should never take medical advice from anyone that is not holding a doctorate and looking at all of your medical records at the same time.
Google diagnosis is a bad one for sure.
Every time I Google something, I end up dying. So yeah,
Exactly.
we're not going to go there.
I've never been able to successfully not diagnose myself with something I'm gonna like that's terminal. So I try to stay away. I have the mumps. Started out with like a bug bite. I'm like, oh no, it's rubella. I learned years ago, 20-something years ago, with WebMD. I don't know if it's still around.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
But every time I would Google a symptom or something, I was like, oh, I'm dying. So I learned so long ago to never Google your symptoms.
No.
Oh,
I don't want to say it. Yeah, it's good.
WebMD is the new Oregon. Is it Oregon Trail? You have died of dysentery?
Yes.
For real though.
I never played that game, so I guess I have to learn how to play it on the internet with WebMD.
Tammy, I gotta find it for you. I gotta send you a link. Yeah. We're done. You have to.
Oh, I've never played that. I play Catan and I play what's the other one I play? I haven't played it in a little while. It's Ticket to Ride, the train game.
The game started in 1971, by the way.
I know. It's older than some of these others.
You know, when I was a kid, my parents got New Yorker magazine, and I can't remember. No, it was West Nile was first, and then Zika. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding you. I was so scared of mosquitoes. Like, there's no bodies of water. There's no loose water around my house. Like, I'm crazy, and it's because when I was in junior high and high school, my parents got the New Yorker, and I would read about the West Nile. Yeah. But now with the internet, they show you pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, Facebook does have good things on it. It's just it got too crazy for me, so I'm not a Facebook fan. I do have one. It's just I don't go on there anymore.
So I can Facebook stalk you, William, and won't find anything.
I know I posted my like from the time I got divorced up until I just got bored of it. I posted everything about my life, so you can go.
Oh, so I can go learn about you. Okay,
you can go watch. Basically, it's watching my son grow up. Really, truly, that's what it is. It's because over the years, you know, if you look at the pictures, you're like, oh my gosh, he's a grown man now.
Aww.
That's something. He was so cute.
That's why, like, we at my job, we constantly have this conversation about our phones. We're like, what are we gonna do if the cloud disappears? My son's entire childhood is on my phone. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't delete any of these pictures.
There are services where you can print those out if you wanted to print them.
I'm down. I'm down for an old school photo album. I'm down.
Yeah.
Next time I get the email, I will forward.
I have a weird question. I have a really weird question. Is the Dollar Tree going under? Not
to my knowledge yet, but it would be possible. They're kind of doing From business analytics standpoint, yes, that it's possible. As far as any announcements, I haven't heard anything.
No, I haven't heard anything.
I went with my son today, and he kind of was like, "They're going. This place has to be going out of business," but they took over a 99-cent store that is the size of 2 grocery stores. So this Dollar Tree looks abandoned because they don't have the inventory that the 99-cent store used to have.
Yeah.
And it's in a very busy neighborhood. And so, it's a lot of space. And, they just don't have that much stuff. So it looks like it's about to close, even though they just put it in there.
Well, if it's been there less than 6 months, it could still be inventory shipping issues because they should be planning to stock the shelves reasonably with the amount of the square footage for the floor space. So with a store that size, you're going to see like the plus merchandise, so like the $5 and $10 merchandise, along with all the other merchandise. But it takes, when you're starting a new retail store, unless they prepared well for it, it's going to take a while to load those shelves down.
It looks bare bones compared. And we were spoiled because the 99 was like decadence. compared to the 99, the Dollar Tree. And now we're having all these weird bag shops and all these weird shops open up because there's a market for it now.
Oh, gotcha.
But I don't know who would want to pay the rent. Like in the shopping center out here, the rent, it's something outrageous, like $4 or $5 grand a month.
Yeah.
And that's in a small, those are like this one shop I'm thinking of, it's in a tiny, tiny space. And I know their rent is outrageous.
Well, that's also one of the other aspects. So if it's in a place that they can get a grandfathered in lower rent price, they might be getting a steal on the rent. Or they could have signed some kind of crazy contract that they're going to be there so many years for a lower price. So that just depends on what they negotiated. You can't tell how to build stores, can you?
It's going to be interesting to see what happens because we used to go and we would get bored and just walk through the dollar store. And I've noticed we really don't do that with a Dollar Tree.
Because the merchandise is the same from store to store to store.
Exactly. And the 99 wasn't like that. Like my local 99 had a lot of sewing stuff. Oh, I went crazy. That's why I'm so mad it's not around anymore. And it's just the little things that, like, I'm like, wow, I used to buy this all the time from the dollar store and it was dependable and it wasn't junk.
Yeah.
Most of it was Singer backstock.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was getting bobbins and just for machines that I actually have.
Wow.
Yeah. And one day I walked in the 99-cent store and they had rows of they called them classic bobbins, but they fit the 1950 the 1950 sewing machines. I was like, I'm taking the whole row. I still have all of them. MySpace. Were you guys ever on MySpace?
Yes.
I was.
Yes.
I wasn't a big fan of MySpace, but I was on there a little bit.
But that was like the same time AOL was coming out, right?
Yeah.
At that time, it's like AIM. I was instant messaging everybody. I was talking to everybody like around the world. I was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Like
I was using Yahoo Messenger because AIM, like my parents like knew AIM as like everybody's getting on there and talking about stuff that they don't need to talk about to young girls. So I wasn't allowed to get on AIM, but I was allowed to get on Yahoo Messenger.
Well, you are younger than me, so I get it.
Yeah. By like 2 years. I mean, not even 2 years, but yeah.
Because of my my father's tech obsession, I was online in 1996.
Oh, I was.
with
Yeah,
I was in chat rooms. I was like,
I was online. I wasn't in like the chat rooms and such
Yeah.
until probably a year or two later,
Mhm.
just because that my dad was like up in arms about it all and didn't want me, communicating with college age guys.
I know, because you never know who you were talking to, and your
did
thing
that
was
did that work?
A/F/L, like,
And then,
it's everybody that you came in contact with.
well, what's really funny is I met my husband online. My husband is 19 years older than me.
Yeah.
So, they were just protecting me for a few years. Marrying a much older guy.
Yeah. Well, that's how I met Dustin too. So,
Really?
yeah.
I still meet people at the grocery store.
Those do still exist, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm
And
not even saying that to be funny.
I traveled all the way down to North Carolina. So, all on my own.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
We were in college, and then I was just like, "Oh, well, I might as well go to college here and hang out with you and all your friends and have fun." I never
Oh
left.
my gosh. My parents would have flipped. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my mom was so mad, but
Just talked to a lot of older people in those chat rooms. I did as well, Ed. I did too. I was on a network. Pre-online the first.
Well, like when the first question is ASL,
yes,
you're old, you're in that generation.
Well, I should preface that I met his friends first, and then because his friend wasn't available to talk to and like hang out with or whatever. So yeah, that was fun.
I feel like Maury Povich tonight. The truth is coming out. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Oh, that's a song.
Tell me more.
Yes, it is.
Now, the second you, Don't act like I don't know Grease.
I know.
I'll be shocked the day you find a song I don't know the words to.
Challenge accepted.
I just have Grease in my head now.
It can be from any era.
Yeah, you got to set parameters, William.
You have to set parameters.
I'll think about that. I will think about that. That's a very good question.
Oh, come on. I've already got a song in mind.
Well, I really don't know a lot of the 1950s and 60s, but I'm pretty good on the 70s.
Okay, and it can be any genre, correct?
I don't know. I only know Gilbert and Sullivan. I really don't know any other scores.
Okay.
Because like I can sing a British tar because I grew up in a house with it written on a piece of paper.
All right, so he's giving us parameters, Sammy.
Outside.
So the challenge accepted has been.
I think.
And I've only seen Phantom of the Opera, Cats, Wicked.
How did you know I was going to go Hamilton on you?
Phantom of the Opera, Cats, and the Producers and Wicked. That's the only theater I've ever seen in person.
Terry? Terry, get on with me. Let's sing some Hamilton. I almost dropped all my fabric that's sitting here.
Don't do that.
I can't.
Oh.
But if it's from our era, like I would obsessively listen to the radio.
Yeah, I'm trying to do our era. Like we can't. That's what I was going to go out of our era.
I could not imagine. Do you know back in the day, people do not know the struggle. Like when texting, and this was like in the late 90s, early 2000, you would get charged for every letter.
Yeah.
Then they went for word.
Like how fast were you like with the
and you had to hit 15 keys to type a single letter.
Exactly. I missed that. I was like with the double thumbs, I'm dead to rights. You would laugh at me because that skill has never disappeared. You'd be like, oh, you did have one of those Nokia bricks.
I had one of those LG slide phones.
Okay.
It slid open and there was a keyboard in there that you could just that was amazing. I miss those.
Cats was amazing, and I was young, so it was like an experience. Way back in 1983, I downloaded an Apple IIc program that was in 3D. I miss those days.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss those days.
Mm.
Cats on Broadway is amazing to watch. It was an experience. Oh, and I've also seen Jesus Christ Superstar and Joseph in the Technicolor Coat. And you're muted.
No, I'm not.
Whatever.
No, I'm just lip syncing back and forth. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What song? That's
You
a
know
good
that one?
That's a good one.
You know that song, don't you?
Oh, I do know that song.
Yeah, I can't even list all the Broadway shows.
I bet he doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, and Red, I can
And
sing.
it's got the year on there too.
I can
It
sing the
does.
Billy Joel songs too.
This is not Billy Joel.
You
No,
wanna
this is
know
not Billy
by
Joel.
now.
What was I listening to earlier today?
When I lived in Hollywood, I lived near the Pantages Theater. And so one day I got bored and I walked in and I saw the Matthew Broderick producers. And so I came back. Gosh, that was 20 years ago. 20, I don't know, if not longer. All right, bring it. What song you got?
Oh, no. Well, not yet. Keep going.
Oh, just wait. Just wait. The
I'm
next
waiting
one's
for
going to
Tammy's second choice, and then I'll debate which one I'm going to play or sing or whatever. We'll figure it out. You're smiling too hard. Are you like going to try to embarrass me on this thing?
No, I don't
Okay.
think you know. I don't think you could do all the lyrics either to
Okay.
this one.
Okay.
But
I
you
love
know the
cats.
song.
We took my granddaughter a few years ago. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Man, I just got to delete that.
I've never seen Hamilton, and I had a
Oh.
neighbor who was
That's
obsessed
cool.
with the Book of Mormon because I live in a very Mormon dominated area, and so he would put it on his speakers and play it all the time.
Mm.
So I've heard it from beginning to end, coming from his backyard. And I'm so glad he moved.
I'm just gonna say he has to be on camera for this.
Tammy, I have every CD this man has ever produced.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
I have listened to every single song a million times.
Are we
He
going
was like,
country or what? We're going country. Are we going
Yeah.
country?
Yeah.
We're starting with country.
I think we should start with country.
Oh, you might stump me on this one. Is it Garth Brooks?
That's one of the options I sent her.
You
Was
even
a Garth Brooks song.
you know Garth Brooks?
You mean Chris Gaines?
No. That is an abomination.
That was a
to
terrible
Japan's
album, is
career.
what that was. That was a
That was an
terrible
abomination.
album.
Yes.
No, I've never heard of him. Never heard of him in my life. Never heard of Garth Brooks ever.
He's the cutest man in a cowboy hat.
I saw my Chris Jackson. He was in Lion King. Is Simba? That's awesome, Terry.
Am I supposed to sing this, Tammy?
I would love to
I
go
have
back.
to
in
study it.
time.
Or am I just going to say the words?
See if
the
you can
words.
guess the song.
Okay.
Start. Hey, don't start at the beginning. Are you starting with you doing the Garth Brooks one?
So 9:00?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 9:00, the show is ending, but the fun is just beginning. She knows he's anticipating, but she's going to keep him waiting. Grab a bite to eat, and then they head on to the honky-tonk where loud crowds and line dancing ain't what they really want. What is the song? Should I keep going?
Is this Jeopardy?
You said
What
you
is?
knew all the
I don't know.
lyrics.
What is? I don't know, Alex. I don't know. I don't know.
See, you
know.
have been proven wrong.
1 for Tammy and Jessica, 0 for William.
Thank you. If he can't get that one, I know he won't get the other one.
Ain't going down till the sun comes up. Ain't giving in till they getting you up. You know the song? Ain't going down till the sun comes up. Garth Brooks. 9:00, the show's ending, but the fun is just beginning.
Oh no, Ollie. No.
We started. Achy breaky heart.
No, we're not getting there. No.
Not
No.
achy breaky heart.
Ah.
I know this song. I know it in lots of different languages too. Chipmunks. Remember when the Chipmunks came out with that, Tammy?
I am totally not listening to the achy breaky
Is it
heart
that?
part.
You know what? Is it that kind of night? It has been that kind of day. Do we need some My So-Called Life karaoke?
I didn't bring home a microphone.
Well, way on down yonder, the Chattahoochee gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We lay rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but it never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and talking about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute. You want to keep going?
Dreaming about women. Dreaming about women.
I was right with you.
Okay,
Talking about cars, dreaming about women.
I bet I can sing like 3 words of a song, and you will know it.
Okay.
You ready? You and me
Going
fishing
fishing
in
in
the dark.
lying on our backs and counting the stars where the bluegrass grows. Yes. Alabama.
Down by the river. And
Katie would like to know what we are working on because we are going so far off the rails that I have forgot about my windmill, my geese, my jacket.
Windmill? Or
Yes,
windmill?
that's how I speak.
I'm sorry.
Windmill.
Okay.
Windmill.
I'm just checking.
Windmill. No, you get me on milk because I say milk. You get me on, it's with an I, Gus.
It's not milk. It's not milk. It's milk. I've never heard of milk. I don't know milk.
You get me on that, so I'm getting you on the windmill.
I don't even know what milk, M-E-L-K means nothing. I don't even know what that means.
You want to know something? Your son says milk.
He does, and it drives me crazy. We've had this. Now you see why. Now you see why I heard it. I was like, oh, not you too. Maybe I've heard it wrong, and I'm saying it wrong. I don't hear an E.
Milk.
Can I answer Ed's question real quick?
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with things like that, especially for a middle schooler, they're going to hear it regardless. You can be an example where your kids are not hearing it from you, but they're going to hear words like that. So you can go ahead and have a chat with them and go, look, I know you're going to hear some things that I would rather you not hear, but I can't stop you from hearing it because, your friends are probably going to say things like this that I don't approve of, or is not okay for you to say or repeat. And I would love for you to come talk to me anytime you hear a word that you're not comfortable with or you don't understand. So we can talk about it and talk about what that word means. And that way you're opening that line of communication with your child and keeping that line of communication open is more important than being protective of them for hearing those words.
Absolutely.
If that line of communication is open, then you always have the opportunity to have a discussion, to direct that conversation and how that conversation may make your child feel. Because when your child hears a word, sometimes the connotation will indicate what that word means, and sometimes the connotation won't. So your kid may hear something that completely makes sense and some that don't make sense at all. But keeping that line of communication open is really important to making sure that those words don't become your child's preferred language if you don't want them to be your child's preferred language. Be that role model, but also keep that communication open.
Yeah, tell your kid how you feel about the things that those things that he's hearing, or her.
Yeah.
My kids now are super champions of anti-bullying. Like they're, but that's the culture that we live in. We don't, if somebody says something like that, where my kids go to school, a lot of people, like a lot of the other kids, will shut them down. They're a lot more sophisticated sometimes than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
And they understand a lot more than we think. And they're, they need to, what we need to teach our kids is find a way to handle those kinds of situations, and deal with the stress of the situations so they can go on in the future and handle them when you're not there.
Yeah. One of the things, all of my kids were raised, and one thing I repeated to all of my kids was, I will never be mad at you for telling me something. I will never be mad at you for making a mistake. I will never be mad at you for anything that you do, as long as you're 100% honest with me. If you're honest with me and you talk to me about it, there's always room to fix mess ups. There's always room to fix mistakes. And that kept all of my kids from escalating anything. So yeah, that communication is key, and it's okay to feel different ways about it. Your feelings are always valid. It's your actions that your child needs to learn to respond with. And that's what you have to teach. Okay, my TED Talk. Sorry.
Every kid is a champion.
My son, sometimes I can't tell if he's singing or like wrestling a horde of people at my front door.
Oh, you're fine, Ed.
If he's in distress or,
Mine would sing in the shower. And I had to tell them, I was like, look, just let me know if you're going to go take a shower. And they're like, why? I was like, because every time you sing in the shower, I kind of worry. So I just need to know that you're going to go take a shower so that I'm prepared that there might be some caterwauling going on that makes me feel kind of strange and confused. That way I don't come barging in on you to find out what's going on.
And I scare him because he's on headphones. So I turn the corner and he's like, because there's no one in the house. So he thinks he's by himself. And I'm just standing there like, what are you doing? I'm the shoe bill stork, just standing there like, what are you doing?
You will get one someday, won't you? We're going to smuggle one, aren't we?
I just want to go to Africa and look at one. That's all.
Put it on the tour. Put it on the tour.
And for anyone who's wondering, a flight to Africa is still less time than going to Australia.
Yes, it is.
It's still less time.
Rita, you're right. There is no instruction book for kids. And even if there was, most of us wouldn't read it because
it's obsolete the next day anyway. As soon as you're finished writing it, it's obsolete.
Yeah. Well, even the baby books, they tell you, okay, your kid should, eat this many ounces this many times a day. And your child comes out and your child is double or triple what the book says that your kid should be eating or drinking.
Yeah.
But your kid is perfectly healthy according to their doctor. So do you throw out the book, or do you throw out the doctor, or do you throw out the kid, or do you throw out all three and just try to figure it out on your way?
Yeah, my kid was always above the 99th percentile the whole time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So did my youngest.
Mine was under, and now he is a buff Andrew Tate lookalike. So you
Both
never
of my
know.
kids were tiny. Both of them were skinny, tiny babies. And
Oh.
those are not the ones you want, because those are the ones that are standing on top of your cabinets before they're a year old. You know?
Yeah, they're the ones that you have to watch.
Oh.
Terry, so technically, okay, so I've given birth to one. I raised two stepkids, 6 years apart. Or they were aged 6 years apart. Got both of them through high school. Had mine all the way up to middle school, and I then got another one that she is now in high school, just now entering high school. So basically 5 kids, and I've taught sewing to kids throughout the years. So
Yeah.
I had adopted kids.
Hey, I consider the sewing machine in Isaiah's room my like super duper duper backup.
There you go.
I gave him a quality one years ago, and he's like, "Thanks, you gave me one of the best ones you had." I was like, "This is an investment. It's like a parrot."
I actually had a machine that I set aside, and I had set it aside for a while until my son finally told me, he's like, "No, don't save it for me. I don't need it."
Yeah.
But I had a sewing machine set aside for my son for when he would
So-
want to keep it.
Fun story. A long time ago, I taught my son a bunch of curse words in Russian. And you know, you never know who's around you. You never know. We were at a
Yeah.
block party, and he's running around just saying all these words, but no one's reacting because no one speaks Russian whatsoever. And this new neighbor, no joke, he turns to me and he's like, "I can't believe you let your son say such filthy things." And I was like, "Oh no." He's like, "I speak Russian." I'm
Oops.
not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. The guy lived there for like 4 years. He never talked to me again after that. Never. Because there was this little boy running around saying all these, you know, but like, I didn't think anyone around here spoke Russian. You never know. You never
Wait,
know.
that's one way to keep your neighbors silent and get them to stop yelling and fussing at you for something. You can park in their parking space all you want, and they will never talk to you ever again because they're refusing to talk to you because your child speaks curse words in Russian.
Well, they're super conservative, and we're West Coast. Like, people move here not realizing that, like, people in Southern California really do wear board shorts. We do say dude and bro. Like, we're laid back people.
It's a them problem. It really is.
It is. They move there expecting it to be like their home, and they're moving to a new culture, and they're not wanting to accept the new culture.
And plus, I wanted my son, like, being multilingual has changed my life. And so I tried a million different languages with him, but he doesn't care.
Some kids just aren't language kids. That's just how it is. They're other things.
Yeah.
True.
Do you know how many boys will learn an extra language when they start dating?
Thank you. I tell them that all the time. I say, I guarantee you, if you couldn't communicate with a woman you were in love with, you'd be there with your book and your phone. Like, you'd be trying. You would be trying.
You would be trying. Yeah, you will be trying.
And he's seen, like, I speak to people in Spanish, and he's like, "What are you saying? What are you saying?" And I'm like, "You need to learn. I'll teach you."
Oh.
So he wants to know more out of nosiness.
My spring just popped out of my scissors.
Totally had one of those moments in secret. And I think, I don't know, and people have different ways of parenting. I had really strict parents, so I don't think it's necessarily, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and like be one of those people. Thank you so much for stopping by, Katie. Thank you so much.
Oh, good night, Katie.
My daughter's upbringing was different. And I'm not like, I don't know, I'm one of those people. Oh, I miss the days when my kid was a little guy and he repeated everything I said.
Good night, Katie.
Now he tells everyone my business.
Because now he continues to repeat everything you say.
So last night I found a coat that I made years ago that I forgot about.
Okay.
He's going to grab said coat.
I'm doing this for all the people that. Can you see that?
Yeah. No, I've never seen
my.
that before.
I sure as heck haven't. Sorry.
I'm obsessed with upcycling, and I bought a bunch of damaged coats, and they were factory damage. Like this is considered factory damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And so I got these for pennies on the dollar.
Amazing.
But I really cared back in the day. I'll cover that patch up. But hold on. Oh, whoops. You can see. But I went off on this.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
It's great. I like it.
And it still fits.
Is that from Sepultura? That patch?
It's Marduk.
Oh, okay.
That sounds hard, Sydney.
I went through a hardcore Marduk phase, and so I have quite a few patches. And one time into the show, I'm so glad I did, but I bought like 15 different patches at a show one time.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have them, and I'm actually really glad that I did. All these years later, I'm glad that I lost my brains. Was like, I'll take every patch you have. Because they don't even come to this country anymore. I don't even think they're legally allowed to come to this country anymore. I was really into Norwegian death metal and to just a lot of Swedish death metal. And I would go see these really obscure bands because they would come to LA every once in a while.
Somebody put Swedish death cleaning in my chat the other night. I had to explain it to everyone.
And I know it's not for everybody. I had to stop listening to speed metal in the car because I noticed how I got tickets when I was listening to Slayer and oh yeah,
crazy how that happens, isn't it?
And that's my stuff. But I ever since I started listening to classic radio, I don't get speed tickets.
Oh,
Shalom, do you listen to anything hardcore like that in the car?
No. I listen to the Grateful Dead in the car for that exact reason. Because I do not need speeding tickets. I mean, I can't drive right now. They took away my driver's license. But when I was driving, I used to listen to easy, or CBC radio because I like to learn things.
Mm-hmm.
I do listen to public radio too, but
I fell in love with classic, the golden era of radio. It was a whole world that I was never really exposed to, and I kind of fell in love with it.
I don't listen to classical music. I'll put it that way. Music has to have words, otherwise I can't listen to it.
That's all I listen to in my classroom with my kids. Like when I put Mozart on and different composers, and we just listen.
Yeah. My second grade teacher drove me crazy. Yeah, she did the same.
I used to listen to Bach a lot when I was studying.
I have the entire works of Tchaikovsky.
Oh,
I like Tchaikovsky.
I'm not kidding you. The entire.
We've listened to him too.
It's waltzy and romantic.
Yes.
Y'all are just trying to drive me crazy now, right?
No.
I mean, that's all of y'all are listening to that stuff, and I can't.
But it's so calming during the day when you're just talking all day long. You just want to do some work. You just put it on. I still wish I could play violin.
You don't even Sorry, twin. You don't like jazz, Tammy?
If it does not have words, I cannot listen to it. The only exception is if it's live.
Okay.
Like if I am in like a concert hall or they have a bandstand. Okay, they did not have any thing like this in Alabama back where that I lived. They have an outdoor bandstand here. So you bring your chairs and like I think it's every Thursday night during the summer. Every Thursday night during the summer, you can go sit and listen to a free concert.
Oh, I love that.
Orchestra. So they're basically practicing performing at the bandstand, but they're practicing or they're performing outside. So you just bring your lawn chairs and sometimes you'll have vendors there selling popcorn and drinks and things like that. No fee or anything like that. So I can go listen to things like that.
Yeah.
But there has to be words if it is something like on the radio or there's no live performer. There has to be words.
Up the street from my house, they had bluegrass for years. And at any park around here, people perform live jazz all the time. And it's so relaxing. I fell asleep one time at a concert.
Yeah.
I was in my chair like this. I was like, uh-oh. It was so relaxing.
So I can fall asleep at the outdoor bandstand. Like I can fall asleep listening to it there. But yeah, it has to be live music. If it is not live, if it does not have words, I cannot listen to it. I will my brain does not process it. I don't know why, but I've been like that since I was a kid. I couldn't do it even in second grade. I would prefer silence to the music.
I miss going to shows. I just don't have the festival. I'm gonna finally admit my age. I just don't have the patience to go to festivals like I used to.
They're not the same as they used to be. It has just been completely overtaken by people's brain cells falling out of their ears everywhere they go.
And I'm gonna say something crazy. I used to go to Ozfest every year, and you would rarely see a fight. And like with the invention of the internet, it makes me not want to go to shows because people just go there to fight each other.
They just get known for fighting.
Well, you just see people who couldn't handle whatever they were doing, and that's different. But like, you'd barely see people like, "What are you looking at?" Everybody was there to enjoy music,
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm literally talking about like 1997. I am grandpa on the lawn at Woodstock at this point.
Oh. So Rita, to answer your question, same problem. That's why all my intro music on my channel, nine times out of 10, it has words to it. Very rarely do I choose music without words. I'll get off-brand music just just to have words.
Always enjoy
elevator music and hold music is awful.
Do you know what's so petty? I am so petty. I found this like really rare Rob Zombie sweatshirt that my son used to always wear, and my ex-wife lost it. And every once in a while I bring it up to her because I'm petty, and she's like, "Oh no, not the Rob Zombie sweatshirt again." Still mad.
At least she knows it's coming.
Still mad. Barely get out of bed. I can't be around people that much. I know the feeling. When I was younger, my pops used to always tell me, like, you better get a good job or you better work in a factory by yourself. Ozfest was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I miss those days. Is anyone Britney Spears fans?
She's fine. Like, I mean, I don't know if she's putting out anything new.
Can't call myself a fan. No.
I never really, I never listened to her music like besides the MTV days, the stuff that was played on MTV, and I'm talking about when I would come home and Carson Daly was still on TV.
Well, so I will. Okay, so I don't care who's singing. I will listen to music, and if the music sounds good, then that's fine. Like I mean, I couldn't tell you who half the artists are that I listen to because if the radio DJ doesn't say it, or I'm not looking at YouTube when YouTube is playing the music, I have no idea. I don't learn all that. So,
Do you know who I was called today?
Who's that?
who?
So, I sent William a picture of what I was wearing today. Oh, look at that! Great.
Perfect.
They called me Taylor Swift today at school because of my
dear. Oh dear!
Wow,
I wear
that's
my
high praise. That looks great, William.
Thank you.
I like that.
It is time to sew.
Absolutely. I got my pin cushion ready. I'm about to thread my needle. I'm ready. And now I just have players gonna play. Haters gonna just stuck in my head now. You know, I don't like that song, but you can't excuse where I live. They played in the grocery store. They played at the bowling alley. They played in Starbucks. They played.
So Tammy, it was Wacky Tacky Day at school, and I wore so I was like, oh, I can go wacky day. And so I wore my Hurricanes jersey, my Whalers jersey, and then I wore the sequin jacket over it.
That explains it. Okay.
And I just had leggings and then my quilting shoes on.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah. So that's what I was wearing today. I'll send you a picture. It looked great.
Yeah,
I thought it was cute.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you.
Well, the kids think Taylor Swift is cute, so they were calling you cute.
Oh, I need that. Half of them call me mom anyway, so
thank you.
That's an accident. It's just something that comes out of your mouth.
Oh no, it's on purpose now. They all think I'm a dog.
Oh no!
Yes,
they're
gonna live with me.
That's cute though.
When I was a kid, I called my
little boy.
I called my 6th grade teacher mom, and I'm still mortified.
Oh.
I remember the look on everyone's face. They're like, I knew you would be the one to slip up. I knew it.
I'm going to go refill my water bottle.
Awesome.
What? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's because she was giving me a hard time. So I was like, Mom.
Oh, okay. So in quilting group today, we were all giving each other hard times. It was one-liner central today. It was some crazy stuff. Denise says Taylor Swift is a good memory for her.
For me, it's either classic rock or acid rock. I love that stuff too. I'm into.
I'll listen to it.
You know, my thing is though, do you listen to sad music?
Oh yeah, I'll listen to sad music. I'll listen to happy music. Do you remember the song "Hey There, Delilah"?
Hey there, Delilah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that was really, really popular when my two stepkids were in school still. And I would be in my studio sewing. And so every time I hear that song, I repicture myself back in that studio, back with whatever projects I had back then. It's just it takes me back to that exact moment.
Oh, now that song is just, hey there, Delilah, I'm gonna cry on this song. I remember that song.
And you can't go to sleep without it replaying. That's one of those that you lay down and it doesn't stop. But it was such a memory because every single radio station would be playing it. You'd be on one radio station and they'd be playing it, and you go to change to the next station and the song would be ending. A song would be ending, and that was the very next song that they were playing.
Oh, that drives me crazy. I feel like they had like certain stations had the same play. Like I used to listen to a lot of radio back in the day, and you'd hear a block of songs, go to a different station and hear the exact same block of songs.
Yeah.
One of the
sister stations.
there's a couple. Do you like sad songs, William?
No.
Okay.
No, but like music invokes emotion out of me. So like if I'm having a bad day, Ave Maria will make me cry. Or like music grabs me.
Yeah.
It just depends. I will listen to sad stuff, but it's not something I go looking for. Let's be real. I still listen to Eye of the Tiger. Like I am like, I need motivation to get through this day.
So I tend to pick like, this is really gonna, I feel like this is dating me, but I pick artists like Alanis Morissette, Tori Amos. I pick them as both a sad song, but as an empowering song. So, you know, it's back and forth. And yeah, Ollie, you are absolutely right. It is meant to evoke the emotional response.
I think
absolutely.
And I listen to the words, you know. There's certain songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just depends on what it is. And it's all different moments. Like if you catch me on a bad day, Bohemian Rhapsody will make me cry because it'll remind me of like better times.
Oh, gotcha.
Or We Are the Champions.
I hate that song. I knew it was coming. I hate that song because I can never get it out of my head. Now that you've said it, it's immediate brain picture. Sorry.
It's okay. I played a lot of like junior league, pee-wee and high school sports. So that song was always played.
Oh yeah, that one. And oh my gosh. If I got him in here, he would totally have a full list. Oh my gosh, total full list. I don't know what songs, but I mean, I hear the same songs at the ball fields all the time.
Yeah.
And Queen honestly reminds me of losing certain, like, especially when I was older. That'll teach you integrity. Because you got to walk off that field without crying.
Yeah. Well, the other team is jumping and cheering and shouting and all that.
Not necessarily the singer, but Alan Jackson did the song Where the World You Went When the World Stopped Turning.
Yes, that song is incredibly emotional.
Yeah.
I still can't listen to that one without crying.
I
haven't thought about it in a while.
I still listen to Queen, Sydney. Don't get me wrong. I love Queen as well. It's just it reminds me of 1990 cough cough cough.
The Daddy's Hands song.
Oh.
You know exactly which song, Jess. Yeah.
I do know exactly what song.
That song is hard to listen to because I will cry almost every
What song is it? Rascal Flatts, Here Comes the something something. I can't, that song makes me cry every time. Here comes, oh, it's gonna bother me now. Is it? It was a video, it came on, it was played over and over.
The Rascal Flatts song I have in my head is Life is a Highway.
Oh,
that is, they play that in the Cars movie.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many times I've watched that.
Because Here Comes Goodbye. Here Comes Goodbye. I don't want to hear that song. That song literally, like, I'm like, why are you saying goodbye? That song invokes crazy emotion. And you know what's really funny? Korn invokes emotion out of me as well. But I've seen these guys and Limp Bizkit in person.
Mhm.
And for anyone wondering, they played at Ozfest in Arizona. It's not like I went to go see them. They were there. I was there. It was okay.
Disclaimer. I love your disclaimer voice. It's just like
we need to just have like we need to get you a sign, William, or we need to get you a screen on your restream that you can just put up and it says disclaimer. Maybe it flashes 3 times, and then you can take it back down.
yeah.
You know what's really funny? The whole reason I have a disclaimer is because the person I used to watch would actually do exactly what you're doing. So the second they would veer off the conversation and people were like, "What are you doing?" He'd be like, "Boop," and he'd hit the button and it's like, disclaimer. This content is not intended to malign, blah, 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 blah. Like, and I was like, oh, that's genius. Oh, that is just genius. And it was. And it was. Because what happens is like, you know, there are YouTubers I love and they say things sometimes and I'm like, oh, clutching my pearls. I'm like, why did you say that? But we all have opinions, you know?
Oh, yeah, we do.
So I think a disclaimer is ingenious.
Oh, rolling on the bars.
Yeah, right, Ollie. That one would work too.
For real, though. For real.
Do we need to just have Ollie start putting disclaimer in all caps every like 10 minutes? So all you have to do is scroll to Ollie's comment and post that.
But that's one of the reasons. I don't come out here and talk about politics. I don't talk about my Aunt Martha. I don't talk about what goes on, you know, because
Not Aunt Mar.
she's a mess.
You haven't met my Aunt Martha. Don't even play. She is a beautiful human.
Mine's a shipwreck.
Oh,
I have an aunt like that. I have 2 of them.
no. My aunt goes, I think you're my child. Because she's so, she loves me. She only had boys too, so she needed a girl in her life. So she adopted me.
Aww.
Yeah. Yes. I love my Aunt Mar. Okay. Anywho.
Now I just have life is a highway, just blasted in my head.
No, you have got to stop that. No, that is not fair.
They play that
one
song
was
everywhere too. That's a song.
Uh-huh.
You go to the store, you go to Starbucks, they play that song at Home Depot.
Okay. we owned copies of the Cars movies. Copies, plural, because
Oh, that's sad.
the VHS got destroyed, the DVD got scratches in it. Like we owned copies of that movie because my son could watch it on repeat. No, I'm tired of that song.
You know what though? Like my son would obsessively watch this Buzz Lightyear VHS, and like at first it made me sick. But if you play the theme song right now, I'd probably cry because it's such nostalgia from the good jillion times he watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And fun fact, I ordered the entire Buzz Lightyear series on DVD. It came to my house, and it was the European DVD.
Oh no.
It does not play on American DVD. So I still own it too. Because back then Amazon and all that was not what it is now.
Yeah.
No.
And I didn't even care to find out how to return back then.
Maybe you can sell it off to somebody who wants a vintage.
Because I'm such a sap, I went and found the American version.
Mm.
So I own the European and the American version of the Buzz Lightyear series. Oh, my kid was into Buzz. And when I put everything into storage, I'm not kidding you. I closed the door. I'm halfway down the hallway, and the Buzz Lightyear went off. And I'm like, Toy Story's not real. Toy Story's not real. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you. I was like, that almost made me cry that day. I was like, Toy Story's not real.
Buzz and Woody and the Slinky Dog didn't want to get left behind.
Oh, don't.
Right?
You know, the 4th movie emotionally scarred me. Do we need to talk about Salazzo? The 4th movie emotionally scarred me to the point where I walked up to the character at Disney Adventure and I was like, I don't like you.
What did that character ever do to you? They're just paid to work
Of
there.
emotion.
Come on now.
Now I know for sure that I don't want to see the fourth movie because I haven't.
Oh, it just the first 10 minutes. I'm not. I think it's because my son obsessively watched the first 3. I was puffy faced crying within the first 15 minutes, and I don't even want to give it away because Andy grew up, and I was like, why am I doing this to myself? The fourth movie was awful.
Because you could see Isaiah growing up.
Oh, I lost it. Oh, that movie. I like the fourth movie. Good times.
Oh.
Good times. Telling Salazzo to go shove it at California Adventure. You know what though? They're classy at Disneyland. My son cut and I was like, I'm so sorry. My son has autism. This lady was giving me a speech, and I looked at her and I was like, go stuff yourself. And a stormtrooper walked up to me and he was like, Roger, Roger. And I was like, that's class. That's class. No, I was being a Karen, and they like walked up and they're like, whatever, bro. Like, that's class. They have class at Disneyland. They get paid to put up with people like me.
They got the memo.
That is one thing. They stay in character, I'll tell you. They do not break character.
Well, I think they get fired if they break character, don't they? Like, it's their job to not break character.
Yeah.
I do fall in those rabbit holes of those shorts with like the rules of Disneyland, or like, because it's different in California and Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And have you guys ever heard of the gangs of Disneyland?
Nope.
Oh, let's go to Google.
Or I haven't.
There's gangs in Disneyland? Are you serious?
Gangs of Disneyland? Oh, we're gonna.
Oh dear. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to open the can of
No, you're
worms.
good. You're good. I have no idea what he's
And
about
some
to.
of these are hardcore vests. Like, and because I'm a vest enthusiast, these are some serious hardcore vests. Share screen. Let me know if you can see that.
It's really tiny for me, but that's okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm going to click on a picture, but these guys, let's see. Oh, Sons of Anakin. I would so rock that if I wouldn't get beat up. That's a cool one.
Hi, Skits.
Hey, Skits. I wish I could make this bigger. Can I make this bigger? These people are real. These people are real, and they like if you're wearing the wrong, you don't want to not be. If you don't want to be wearing the wrong color.
The wrong thing, yeah.
Oh,
I had not heard about that.
I love this vest.
Oh, Mad Hatter.
I might duplicate it just and just never go to Anaheim. Hey, Skits, how's it going? I know it's crazy, but California is nuts. Like, these people are real, and they're not fuzzy. They're not like fuzzy.
It's not in name only.
You could for real get beat up by somebody in a sparkly bag. I'm laughing and I shouldn't.
If I'm going to get beat up, they better be wearing a sparkly vest. Just saying.
For me, like, why are you being okay? That's AI. Sorry. But like for me, like, this is innocent, okay? But the tough guys, like, it makes me laugh. So there are real gangs of Disneyland.
Wow.
Yay!
I learned something new today. Thank you.
I forgot I haven't shown that in a year or two.
Zodi is so funny.
How much? So what if I recreated the Mad Hatter? The Mad Hatter.
You are the Mad Hatter.
I am totally going with you. I will find a way to get there.
I just think it's weird.
Harry
like,
Potter fabric.
It's not like bikers. Like, bikers are nothing to play around with. If you don't know the patches, don't wear them. But Disneyland gangs, like, hey Dre,
Hey, Dre.
it still makes me laugh, and I kind of want a Sons of Anakin rocker too.
You're gonna have a lot of projects up you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I could never take a Mickey Misfits MC gang seriously. Thank you always. Oh, but Anaheim is like, you'd be surprised how tough Anaheim is, even though it's Disneyland, you know. Yay, great to see you. So do you have anything also about recreating the Reggie scene from Bad Boys when the two kids old enough to date? I have not. I can't remember the last time I've seen that movie. You do have an oversized Christmas. I do. I made it for the eagle. It is so much bigger than my head. You looking up gangs of Disney there, twin?
No, I'm putting together a block. So Tasha had a free FPP block on her channel, and
cool.
putting it together.
Growing up around banditos, I don't know if I could take the Disney gang. See, this is my problem too. This is why I laugh at people like that, because I know people that would seriously point and laugh at them and just take their jacket. And like I said,
I think it could be much worse for them too.
3 years ago, because I wear rockers, I wear all kinds of stuff. 3 or 4 years ago, I said in a video, never wear a patch that you can't identify or you're not a part of. Never wear a patch. Like, but I was trying to convey to people, Amazon will get you beat up and put in a trash can.
And that's the polite options.
Mm.
Thinking about the gangs here in Arizona, they're no joke. Like down in East Mesa, this is one of the reasons why I was like, where is QuiltCon? Where is, does QuiltCon know where QuiltCon is?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your brain is? Sorry.
How's it going?
Past 10 p.m.
How's it going, Zodiac? Awesome. And I think that's one of the reasons why, like, because years ago I discovered that and I was like, oh, this is real. Because I've gone to Disneyland a bunch, but I'm a grown adult who took my minor child. You know, I wore my cowboy hat and my sneakers because I knew I was gonna be walking around all day, you know.
Oh yeah.
I definitely will, Ed. I will. They're actually replaying all the Bad Boys right now on HBO. So I will. And yes, I'm a lamey. I still have HBO. Showtime.
Oh, they still exist?
I got it with my hockey package. I got it with my hockey package.
Oh.
They gave me a ton of channels.
Yeah.
It's because they're trying to get people like me to still buy cable. Can't confirm. Absolutely seen a guy get really messed up for wearing patches he shouldn't have.
Yeah, it's no joke.
I'm from Southern California. There's a list of things, and the sad thing is, it's not just patches; it's hats, all kinds of things that if you're not from there, don't wear it.
No.
But see, I would, as somebody who grew up around that culture, I would caution anybody to wear anything that you are not fully informed of. I won't even wear a city I haven't been to. Oh, except for my Ireland jersey. I do have an Ireland jersey, but
yeah, nobody's going to beat you up for that one.
But every year,
well, never say never.
I wear it around here. I wore it around here, and no one says a word to me. But I don't even think I fit in that thing anymore. I have an Ireland national soccer. I'm a collector of weird jerseys.
You have a valid excuse. You can just say, I like weird jerseys, and I cannot lie.
Well, I was in Glasgow, Scotland, and I went into a pub, and I was asked to leave that pub very quickly, like, get the fuck out of here now before you get killed. Because I was wearing a green shirt. And apparently this was a Rangers pub. And in Glasgow, they have 2 competing soccer teams. The Rangers, who wear white and blue, and the Celtic, who wear green. And if you go into the wrong hangout place with the wrong kind of colors, you can get killed.
And I'm not even trying to be mean, but the same thing could happen to you at Dodger Stadium in 2025. You'll get stomped and chucked in a trash can, but like, it's crazy. I think no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on where you live. Coach, you're muted. 20 McTwin.
I just said I find it absolutely hilarious.
But the sad thing is, like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I've been to ballparks all across America. Well, from Arlington until Seattle, I've been to parks, and people were so kind and so nice to me. You know, so it depends on where you are. And in Texas, people were nice. I've seen the Rangers and the Astros play.
Well, you didn't see how they looked at you after you walked around them in Texas. Just saying. They were nice because you didn't see their reaction.
Like I said, what somebody else's opinion of me is none of my business. If you don't like me, that's on you. I like me. I think I'm cool.
I like you.
I can't believe I just said that on YouTube.
Yeah, I think yes.
What?
You should wake up every day in the mirror and say, I like me.
You just need all those affirmations around your mirror. Absolutely.
I'm good enough. And I'm smart enough. Gosh darn it, people like me.
Yes. I'm going to be my best self today. I'm going to meet somebody new.
I would not be like, affirmations make me laugh. So if I was like in the mirror giving myself self-affirmations, I would be like, you have hit a level of cheese like that I have that yet to achieve. This is hilarious. I was worried about wearing the wrong colors and getting jumped by a gang, so I wore plaid. Group of golfers beat the crap out of me.
Oh goodness, 30.
Crazy with so many events to go to now.
Yeah.
Like, it's different. Like, if you go to a Clippers game, people are just happy you're there. And they have a new stadium. And so they're like, please come in. Please.
Spend all your money.
Revenue. Yeah, your revenue.
But Dodger Stadium was so violent, they split the stadium in half. And so the back end of the stadium cannot interact with the front end of the stadium. So if you sit in the pavilion, you know, you'll still get the full Dodger experience, but you cannot go in the other parts of the park.
I just saw the word kilt.
There was the word kilt.
Yeah, I mean, I might have said that.
Is somebody making a kilt?
Not yet. No, Zodi was talking about plaid. I said, was it a kilt?
Oh, okay. I see where he said that.
I miss the Bank One ballpark. They call it something different now. But I used to go to baseball games in Arizona back when like they still sold like $2 hot dogs at stadiums. Coincidentally, was the year they won the World Series too.
If they bring back the $2 hot dogs, do you think they'll win again?
No.
I mean, okay. Out of all the possible sports that can be superstitious, baseball is definitely one that is very superstitious.
Yeah.
Like if you wear a specific pair of socks and you win, like you hit a home run wearing those specific pairs of socks, I will bet you that player is going to wear those same socks for every stinking game to give them good luck.
I agree.
It is worse than football.
And he may or may not wash them, you know.
I was with my old schoolers. That was like a rule. If something happened, you didn't wash it, you kept it as it is. There are certain jerseys. I snapped out of this a while ago. But like my Drew Doughty jersey's on a losing streak right now, so it's not on, and we're tied 2-2 to the Blues.
Okay. So my husband, as a baseball umpire, every time he walked out on the field, he had the Mentos, not the mint flavored, but like the fruit flavored Mentos. He had those in his pocket, and he had a specific routine of what he could eat before the game and what he would be eating after the game. And he was the umpire. Okay. The baseball players are worse. It's crazy.
Baseball has to be the most superstitious sport I've ever come
It
across.
is. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Not even in football, because I actually knew a couple professional football players, and they just played football. There was no real hardcore rituals besides just getting hyped up. Lucky
Baseball
Undies
players
is
are,
hilarious.
I mean,
I
if
had
if your girlfriend gives you a necklace and you wear it for that game and you score, you hit a triple hitter or something, you're gonna wear that necklace even if the two of you break up. Like, she doesn't ever get that necklace back because that necklace is now part of your game.
I don't know who needs to hear this. Hold on. Let me make myself big. I
Yeah,
don't know
make
who needs to
yourself
hear
big.
this. Do not ever let another human being ruin a song, ruin a jersey, ruin anything that you love. This is a public service announcement from the House of Sewing. Thank you.
But I'm just saying she's not getting her necklace back because it doesn't matter that they broke up. That necklace was good luck.
My Drew Doughty jersey is from when the Kings made their run in 2014, and I'm no longer with my ex-girlfriend, but I kept the jersey. And in no way, shape, or form with the jersey and her connected in any way.
Well, not anymore. They were initially.
Well, we had a group of friends, and we all had different players.
Oh.
So when we would like walk around, we were the front line of the Kings, of the starting front line. And like when we'd sit at the stadium, people would take our pictures when they were out. But I still have the jersey.
Oh.
And I have sunflower seeds in my back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Better than a ham sandwich. I still say a ham sandwich is perfect for a pocket. At least half a ham sandwich.
Okay. It's proof positive that you've never worn a pair of women's pants.
Ever.
Just saying that. Just throwing that out there.
No, I'm telling you, I'm the real life Mad Hatter, so I need big pockets. When it comes to my pants, I need pockets because I'm like Doctor Who. Thank you so much for stopping by, Terry.
Oh, good night, Terry.
It's a new day on these guys.
Yes,
it is.
It is. It's after midnight there.
45 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually
almost a first full hour with you.
I'm actually excited to finish this coat. I've been waiting for these patches so I could sew this on.
I'm excited to see them sewn on.
I need to start posting in my community page again. I'm going through this sewing machine depression because I used to be so excited every time I'd buy a new sewing machine and post it on my community page.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of sewing machines, can I give you an update?
Yes.
I still don't have a foot pedal, so that's not here nor there. So been dealing with the sewing lab, and we had the machine sent off to the repair guy. They've been there for 2 months. He's been that backed up.
Wow.
One of the machines is completely dead. He can't even get it to turn on.
Oh,
so the lady was like, she was telling me that, and I was like, when are you going to go pick them up? And she said, oh, probably next week. I said, okay. What are you doing with the one that's not going to work or that he can't get to turn on? And she's like, well, I asked him if they dispose of them. I was like, no, pick both of them up, all the accessories and parts and pieces.
Exactly.
Because we can part that out to other machines.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, do not let them get rid of it. Do not.
I am constantly Googling sewing machine parts. And it's weird because Singer parts are really easy to find, but other machines hold on to that. And you can charge a king's ransom because, if it's not around anymore, you probably have one of blank, blank, blank that still exists,
Well, I don't even know what models they are because they were already dropped off to the repair guy before I got in there to start cleaning. So I don't even know what models we're looking at. But if one of them has a foot pedal that'll match my 532-1, like if the one that won't power on matches that one, then I might be coming home with a foot pedal.
Confiscating, borrowing that will never return, right?
Oh no. It would be, recompense for some of the supplies I've donated.
Yeah.
Partial payment.
Partial.
Ollie, I've found more Singer parts on Amazon than anywhere else. And they're not even replicas, they're original parts. I have only known Windsor C set of attachments. Wow. There's some serious holy grail stuff that I keep an eye out for, but I've never been that lucky. In my life, I've found cash on the ground. I've found all kinds of crazy stuff. I've never come up on a sewing machine like that.
I mean, I got gifted a machine, but no, I don't find them either like that.
Like in this one Facebook group I was in, they were always like, "Oh, I found this Singer 301A out by the trash can." That never happens to me like that.
No,
with
not
the
me either.
With the cord and everything, like you got to be kidding me.
I want to know what neighborhood these people live in because, like, I will go camp out there for like a month and a half until I like strike it rich, and then I'll like come home.
It's always like somewhere on a country road that looks
Right?
way far away from wherever you live, I will say though, I found it's called a Singer Simple. I think that's what it's called. I found one on the streets of LA. I made a video about it.
So you said you never came across a machine out in the
No, but
wild.
I'm not. I'm talking about something that's vintage. This is a modern.
Oh,
This is a
yeah.
modern sewing machine. It's like
Gotcha.
a 2012, a 2014. And it was the strangest thing. I was driving to my local dispensary and I'm driving down the street and there's a sewing machine. And I'm like, no, I'm hallucinating. And I went and I came back and I'm like, oh, it really is a sewing machine. And it was just sitting there. And it was a hot day, so I had to let it in the air conditioning, Couldn't just let that sewing machine just sit there. I had to let it in, I didn't want to be rude.
She was hot out there. She needed a nice man to come pick her up.
It was sewing machine abuse.
Yeah.
They're saving it from sewing machine abuse.
It gets to be like 100 something on these streets out here.
They were trying to roast it, and you had to salvage it from the roasting pan. The sidewalk is the roasting pan.
In Los Angeles, people will randomly, put furniture on the street. They'll put anything on the street because they know someone's going to pick it up.
Yeah.
And so it's not rare to drive by and you're like, why are there 2 leather couches and a dining room table all just randomly on the street here?
Well, the best time around here, because there's so many colleges, is like when it's move out time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, kids don't want to bring all that stuff home. They've bought all this stuff over the semester. They think it's like disposable, and they'll just throw it all out.
And parents don't want to have it in their homes either. They've already got a home fully stocked. So why bring home the kids' furniture?
And then just buy it again next semester. Yeah. So I mean,
I
you're
could
not going to
totally
find a
see
sewing machine.
that. I could totally see. It's just weird because I've lived other places and they really don't do that. I guess it's a big city thing because I've heard
Yeah.
of people do like see, but it's different. I've been to Wisconsin and I've seen people do it there.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not just an LA thing, but it's just weird. People leave everything out on the streets here.
Well, they'll post in my local classifieds on Facebook. They'll post, this is out in the alley at this address. Come pick it up.
Yeah.
For you to whoever picks it up, and we'll try to take it down as soon as it's gone. So like they're advertising, hey, we're putting something out for you to take.
Rita, I would gladly drive around picking up all misled sewing machines, all poor, underprivileged sewing machines.
Oh.
He has the sewing machine orphanage.
Well, they never grow up and leave.
Right?
No. He's like, once you're part of the fleet, you're always part of the fleet.
Technically, most of the sewing machines in here are older than I am.
Mm.
Most of them.
You're still running a sewing machine orphanage.
I am.
Do they speak? Because they don't speak and write on their own, so
They can't say, help me, help me.
You are their official guardian.
Yes. They need you.
They do need you.
The second you said orphan, I just got, we don't need no thought control.
I know. That song was in my head for 2 days. Please. Please.
You guys are just enabling him, you know.
And
no dark sarcasm in
Shalom,
the
you said that like it was a
classroom.
problem. Shalom, you said that like it was a problem.
If you
We're
cannot
here to-
recognize that it is a problem, then that might be a you problem.
Like, I even changed the words. I did everything I could. And nope. 2 full days.
Leave them kids alone.
I could
All
tell
it
you
all.
which song gets stuck in my head every time, but if I even say it, then I'll never get it out of my head. So no, you do not get that allowance tonight.
You know,
I
Zodiac,
will sleep eventually.
in a very famous story I've told a million times, I bought a 69 Mustang for $500 at a party because somebody said they wanted the car gone. And I had access to a tow truck. I was like, get it here as fast. My hand was shaking. I was like, get it here as fast as you can. And there are people I work with that still tell that story. They're like, do you know what William did one day? Do you know what William did one day? I like that Williams sewing machine rescue. I need it on the side of a truck.
Yes. Oh, one big old like magnetic cling. You can move it anywhere you go. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This one sewing machine that is so fantastical that is.
He would drive to Las Vegas with it on, and all of a sudden he'd come out of this restaurant wherever he is, and there'd be sewing machines all around him. It said sewing machine rescue.
They've been rehabilitated, but they can't fend for themselves in the wild. I am officially the Tiger King. Why is it always full circle back to the Tiger King? Patent pending, the Tiger King of sewing. I think I need a rocker.
Yeah, I think you have a tiger patch.
I do. I have that giant tiger patch. When I got tired, people would say certain things, not to my face.
I don't know if you really want to publicly associate yourself with the Tiger King.
There was one time I was walking with my tiger patch on, and somebody in a car was like, "That's a big P word," and then they kept driving. I was like, "What?" They took off in their car. So my tiger patch causes controversy. And how can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat? That song is going to be in my head for days now.
How can you have your pudding if you won't eat your meat?
Oh, I love that. And you know, that whole song is an experience. And I'm not trying to go too far off, but it's kind of like just put on Ziggy Stardust from the first song until the last. That whole era, that it's an experience, man. No dark sarcasm. I am starving for good music.
Oh.
During the pandemic, I would just play full albums. I would just put it on and play the entire album from beginning to end.
Well, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be stuck in the house for like 2 days, probably. We're
Mhm.
supposed to get like 12 inches of snow.
Just 12 inches?
Huh?
Just 12 inches?
Compared to the fact that we've only gotten maybe 3 inches at
Yeah.
a time all winter, this is fairly significant. Yeah.
You guys
They
are
were actually
killing me right now.
okay. So they actually did a run. Like we went to the store, and I was getting some things that I needed that like I'm not going to send my husband to go get because he's not going to get exactly what I want. And so he went to the food section and he said, "There's been a run on the bread." And I'm like, "You're serious?" It's like, "Yeah." I'm like, oh my gosh. So we're
Yeah.
acting like the South.
Bread and milk, baby. First thing to go.
Mhm.
First thing
Yep.
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I have a gas stove, so I can just make whatever I need.
Our
I don't
heat
care
is
what
gas.
thing.
But we don't lose electricity either. Like
Mm.
our grid is set up well for
That's
having
good.
this much snow and wind. We kind of have to.
I'm prepared for all weather. I have generators, solar, fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see.
since
There's
we all know where to go.
Oh,
Well, we really don't, but we know where to go.
they're saying we're supposed to start seeing some snow by 2 o'clock, and it'll start accumulating by like 4
Mm.
So
in the
Vince is
morning.
well above average.
It is. It is. You are so correct, Zodiac.
Well, it's not the record-breaking snow that they got before he moved up here. They got like 36 inches of snow in 24 hours. It was crazy.
Oh, excuse me. Still to this day, Saskatoon, Canada. I'm talking about you. It's the only place I've ever been where I've seen snow that was above my head.
Mm.
And that's my only experience. And I was like, wow. And then we left.
Well, we just haven't been here when they've gotten this much snow before, so this is new for us. But we've only been here since
everything. Yeah, everything will be fine.
May of 2023.
That's crazy.
So we haven't even hit 2 years yet. So
it's been raining here, so we're having uncharacteristic weather. You know, it is insane how people in Southern California, their brains fall out when it rains.
they're like, "What is this stuff?"
We had this conversation. Did I have this conversation with you today with my student about my students?
Yes. And it's a pet peeve of mine. And I think I'm arrogant because I lived in Oregon and I learned how to drive in the rain. Because there's no way around it. You're gonna learn how to drive in the rain if you're up in the Pacific Northwest. But like, people drive crazy here, and most people here are not from here. They're from somewhere else where it's probably cold weather because they moved here because it's 70 degrees all year round. You know. I'm like this too. I love the snow, and I love it even more when I drive away.
I miss the snow. I really do. In certain ways.
I love the snow.
Me too.
I think it's because I get in my truck and I can just go up to a mountain and it's glorious. I get to wear all my snowboard gear. But then by the time I get to the bottom of the mountain, I have to take all my all my gear off because I'm so hot in my car.
Yeah. No, you don't wear it there. You wait until you get there to put it all on.
I'll catch pneumonia. I need to be fully dressed when I get there.
Well, then don't turn on the heat in your car.
Yeah, you just roll down the window for the
The air
drive
conditioning.
back.
Especially because of where I live, we're driving like we have tons of snow around here, but it's like we drive into mountains. So you drive into certain mountain areas and the temperature goes from 70 to 30 real quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
At
I've learned.
any given time, it's 10 degrees colder on the mountain than it is in the city here. It's just 3,000 feet difference.
Yeah.
I just don't miss it. And then today, my son, I don't even know what he was reading, but he's like, explain black ice to me again. And I gave him like a 10-minute speech he did not want to hear.
Oh gosh.
And
Did you ask him why he was asking
He doesn't ever have to worry about if he lives there.
No, I'm such a
Right.
blowhard. I didn't ask him why. But I think it's because we've had like it was 80 degrees every other day last week. And then now all of a sudden it's like 40 something during the day. Like, but there's a mega.
Is he reading his book for getting his driver's license?
I think, but I think so. But I got my driver's license in Arizona. Every other question was about black ice. The California test isn't like that.
Okay.
And you fail like, and at least back in my day, like there were like a few questions where if you didn't get it right, you'd have to take it over.
I don't know if there were any automatic fail questions when I took it.
You can have all the snow, do not want. And again, I'm speaking like I'm a West Coaster. I could, besides the places I've moved to, in my lifetime, it has snowed 3 times in my town.
So you're due for another one then.
It's I said every 20 years, but I kind of did the math because it snowed when Isaiah was like 1 or 2.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
it's like every 15. I don't know.
So the ice queen needs to come. She'll come.
And that's another thing. The temperatures they're so crazy here. I don't know. I don't know what he heard. I don't know why he heard that. Oh, that is the same thing here in Southern Arizona. The rain makes the oil in the road slick.
Yeah.
They ask you a million questions. Again, my references are from a million years ago, but in Arizona, a lot of the questions are about like monsoons and water and what do you do when you hydroplane.
Yeah.
But because
there was not any of that in Alabama.
Yeah. Turn around if the road is flooding. Yeah, don't go through.
The good old monsoon season in Arizona.
Arizona has a monsoon season every summer.
We have officially tickled Shalom.
It was weird. The first time I ever experienced it, we were sitting in the middle of a park. Clouds come over. It was just torrential downpour, like flooding, and then it was gone within 4 minutes.
Yeah.
My husband has driven through that. I've been in the truck when he did.
Hi, Laura. How you doing?
Hey, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
When I was in my Vegas trips, like one of my second or third trip coming home, there was these really random storms in the Mojave Desert. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful because you could see the entire storm. It was really random, but it was amazing.
I love watching the rainfall. Yeah.
That is what I love about living here because I can look out and see for miles and I can see like the storm that's coming and I can see, off 20 miles north they have snow falling or they have rain falling. Like it's crazy. Like I never could see that back home or back in Alabama.
Here, where I live at the very bottom of a mountain, like the sun goes down at 3:30 in the afternoon at my house. So I don't see the weather coming.
See, I do not. I mean, even in Alabama, so the last place that we rented was up on a hill enough that we could see off to some of our west, which is where all the storms would come from. It's coming from the west, but you still couldn't see everything. But, oh my gosh, I love it here for that.
Yeah.
For as
can
much as I
see
talk
so
about,
well.
sorry, for as much
Oh,
as
you're
I talk
fine.
about Oregon, I do miss like the purple, orange, and just the crazy sky in Arizona.
I
Mhm.
love the
The
sunsets too.
sunsets, sunrises, yeah.
The sunsets are so different here.
It's weird though because you get that in Nevada, but for some reason in Arizona, it's like an abstract painting. The sky's
It is.
orange and pink and haze of blue, and like it's crazy.
Oh, I bet it's so pretty.
And I still want to go. A long time ago, I watched a documentary about a man who made millions collecting meteorites.
Mhm.
I have crazy clothes. I have big hats. I have metal detectors. I'm ready.
Now you need to find your army to go with you.
I just need someone to make sure I drink water.
There's an app for that. We'll just put it on your watch. Drink water, drink water. Well, no, somebody will probably have to bring it to you.
I get excited and I forget to drink my water intake backs up throughout the day.
Mm.
Because I try to drink water. I try. I lived in Moose Jaw, Saskatoon, storm clouds with lightning passing by around me. Oh, wow. Without getting any of that weather. That's crazy. They used to say that about living up north. They're like, you don't like the weather? Wait 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Arizona sunsets are absolutely, absolutely. The main thing I learned when in Nevada
Yes.
was sunglasses are mandatory. Oh, yeah.
Well, I bet they
Yeah.
are.
To me,
Yeah.
as someone who lives where there's perpetual sunshine, it's weird to me that people are not wearing sunglasses or a big hat that covers your face.
Yeah. Sunglasses are mandatory here too. If you want
People
to
like
have vision later.
William, just take a magnet to the debris out of the rain gutter. Everything mostly you get is this meteorite. Hey, that's not a bad idea. I love unincorporated land. Like we have flats in California where you can go on dry lake beds and go 150 miles an hour for 10, 15 until you run out of gas.
Oh,
So I love stuff like that. So I love being out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's because I grew up in that setting. I love it. If I grew up in a tropical setting, I would, want to be somewhere like that. But because I'm a desert dweller, I'm drawn towards that. I keep on moving back here. For as much as they gripe, every time I've ever moved, I move right back to where people are crying about how hot it is. I always wear sunglasses and a huge sun hat when I go walking in the summer to shade my face. Absolutely. That's why I wear my giant cowboy hat the one that I have now has an extra big bill. And to that person who said that my white hat is not proportioned to my head, I kind of agree with you. No, in a comment, someone said that my white hat, and this person said it in Spanish, and I laughed because I had to say it out loud. And someone I absolutely love and adore was like, they think you have a giant head. But they said that this hat is not proportioned to my head. I think it's because I roll the back of my hats is where it gives that illusion of them being smaller.
Yeah.
But it's an old Bronco rider thing. It's a pride thing of like, I used to ride things that would throw me off. And now you couldn't get me on a Bronco if you paid me.
Well, you've learned.
I'd probably look ridiculous, but there's nothing wrong.
nothing.
Hey, I'm full rhinestone cowboy in the city. And I don't care. Like I stick out so much when I walk into a crowd. People are like, is he wearing a cowboy hat? Like they're shocked.
It wouldn't be you if you didn't walk in with a cowboy hat, William.
I'm
It
telling you,
wouldn't be you.
in my area, there are people who would not recognize me. If they saw this much of my head, they would not recognize me.
Oh, so that's why we see it on YouTube. Okay, gotcha.
It's like the reverse Wilson. Did you guys ever watch Home Improvement?
Yes.
It's totally the reverse Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Wilson was always my favorite character.
You need a person of wisdom around you. When you're having a bad day, you need someone to be like the wise old owl.
Mm.
I love the fact that they had him cracking wisecracks too at the same time.
Oh yeah.
But
Some that Tim got and some that Tim didn't.
I forgot about that. He was dense in that show. I forgot about that. Now I just have the theme song stuck in my head.
Hey, that's better than whatever song it was before, right?
The second you said that, my brain was like, challenge accepted.
We just went back.
We don't need no God control.
See, I wondered if that would work, and you guys just proved that it does. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I worked a job that had me directly in the sun all day. The first week I just wore my ball cap. My neck turned purple. That's serious. I bought a bucket hat. Absolutely. That's why I wear my cowboy hat. And another reason why I rolled my hat was once we got a real tractor with a canopy, I could no longer sit in the tractor with my cowboy hat on. Because we have a Kubota. It is so technologically advanced. Are you ready? When you sit in it, it tells you how much you weigh.
It probably says, "Hi, William. Welcome back."
So you can't even like, and I go through the manual. How do you turn this feature off? And the manual is like, ha ha ha. If you've come to this page, you will never turn this off.
Is there a reason why it has to tell you your weight?
It's one of the most thorough tractors I've ever been in my life. The one that you see me in my videos, that's a 1979 Ford SoCal tractor. That thing has 17 gears. It's like flying a B-52. You're like moving with your feet. You're on the steering wheel. The Kubota, you sit in it, and it says, "Hello. What are we gonna do today?" Like it literally.
So it's the Tesla of tractors.
They're all kind of technologically advanced nowadays.
The only thing I could think about for the weight, maybe to answer Jess's question, might be that if you're putting the tractor up on something, plus the human cargo driving the tractor, that way you know how much the weight is.
In a very serious turn, tractor rollovers are they're like the number one cause of death with tractors. It happens every day, all the time, because people don't know what they're doing. They get pinned in their tractor.
Oh
yeah, they're out there doing stupid stuff too.
Sometimes. The newer ones have a million safeties on them.
Nobody I know would ever do anything stupid with a tractor. I mean,
you only told a story a couple of days ago.
That could not have been me.
I watched a video last night of some guy pulling a bunch of people on a sled on a tractor, and I was like, this is the most unsafe and cool thing I've ever seen in my. And I'm talking about like 40 or 50 people are being pulled on tubes in the snow.
Oh, that's amazing! I would love to do that.
It was man, those YouTube shorts grab me. They know what I want: sewing machines, cats, and weird videos.
Can I send you cat ones?
I recently saw a series of videos because I clicked on one, and so they sent me a million of downhill Barbie cars for adults.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh,
it was just as stupid as it sounds. I loved it.
Oh.
Do you know, you totally reminded me of something. There is a group of young men who ride mini motorbikes in my town. When I say mini, they're this big. They're
Yeah,
a grown man.
know.
Butt up.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
No.
those are so much fun to ride. You have no idea.
They're, you know what? I'm all for danger, but I'm too old for it. That just looks like a fancy way to go to the hospital. Get a
I
big
am
body bike. Get a full bike.
I accidentally popped it up and fell off it the first time because I didn't know how strong it was.
All those
The second time I got on it, I had fun. It was great.
mini. No, that's no.
I'm with William. I don't know how fun it can be, Jess, but I'm not going to learn either.
Oh, it's so much fun. Yeah, I love being on four-wheelers and all that stuff. Like, I am totally, yeah.
I didn't think they were real until one day in the canyon. I was driving. I was like, oh, they're real. 50 dudes in those mini motorcycles came by, butts up. All those mini motorcycles. I was
they're
like,
too tall. I could fit on it perfectly.
oh, there was a ton of them too. I guess they needed the backup because they knew they looked crazy. Plastic cars, that's practically guaranteed. You know what I want to do, which I'm trying to convince my son, and the older he gets, he doesn't want to do, is fluvog.
What?
Those people
Exactly
who make their own it's a Red Bull competition. People who make planes that have no motor and they get pushed off a ramp into a pier. And then they measure to
tag.
Flutog.
Fluvog are shoes.
What's Flutog?
It's Flug Tag or something like that. But it's not Fluvog.
Whatever it is, I want to do it. I get
you
lost.
want to push off a pier into the ocean on a sailing thing?
You've never seen Fluvog before.
No.
Neither have I don't think.
They don't have it in North Carolina.
Fluvog into a pier.
They don't have it in North Carolina. You're
my. And it says they don't have it in North Carolina. That's what got pulled up. I was like, why am I saying North Carolina? Fluvog. Good gravy. Oh, I don't want shoes. I'm speaking English, okay?
Yeah, that's what you think. Sorry. Oh,
it's Fluvog.
Fluvog are the shoes. Flugtag, Flugtag. I put it in the chat.
It's spelled Fluvog online.
Those are shoes.
Oh, it is Flutog. Oh, don't mind me. I just like to argue. Don't mind me.
Hey,
I'm all up in my
Fluvog shoes. I used to own a lot of Fluvog shoes. They are a very expensive way to hurt yourself.
So, Shalom, you gave him an opportunity to argue, so that got some of it out of his system.
All right.
Tomato, I want to fly off into a pier.
Off of a pier, not into a pier.
Tomato. You know, after this
Depends on how
conversation,
good
you
he
guys,
does.
after this conversation, you guys are gonna want to throw me into a pier.
Me, I'm just along for the ride and watching.
Oh, this is so gangster. Why is that popping up? Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, come on. I'm probably going to get a hardcore copyright strike for this one. Are you ready for the experience?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm more than ready.
Look at that. Look how amazing he looks. I want his entire outfit. Oh, look at that.
He's showing too much knee.
You're so unimpressed by Fluvog.
No, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more like
No,
they're actually gonna go a little further.
It's crazy people launching each other into peers. They do it all over America. They do it all around the world.
Okay, now you got to look up the
Interesting.
downhill Barbie car.
Downhill Barbie car?
Mm-hmm.
That isn't North Carolina. Oh, I want one. Rednecks. What does that say?
I don't think we can ever let you and Zodi be alone together.
Oh, I always have to watch the commercial because I'm cheap and I don't have an ad blocker. I see Zodi's down for a flu tag. See, Zodi is down to launch me into a pier.
Oh, Shalom. What are you gonna do with him?
Yeah.
I always wanted to do running with the bulls, and then as an adult, I had an experience of actually being around a group of bulls, and I was like, I can't do this. I will get gored.
Yeah.
So that's off the list. But flu
gored or stomped, I think stomped would be even worse.
I watch those videos too to stop me from doing stuff like that every year. But flu tag or whatever it's called is my new I'm gonna do that before I pass. It's on my bucket list. And I watched the success where they're going 50, 60 feet where people actually make things that fly. But it's the ones that crash are the ones that always get famous. Well, I'm down for a long ride too.
Yeah, when you crash, you're going to be famous.
Are you gonna go chase the cheese? Down here,
that's a steep hill.
That's. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that one, William?
No.
The cheese rolling. Oh yeah.
They roll. Oh yes, I've seen the cheese rolling. I'm down. I'm down for it. Hey, you know what?
You're gonna break every bone in your body doing that.
I'm kind of fearless because I've survived Slayer pits, like real ones, when there's like 600 or 700 people in a pit.
And how long ago was that? How long ago was that?
Last week in my dreams.
Okay.
I was like 22. Okay, I was in the prime of my life. Okay, I was a young Bucky 22.
There's rocks and everything on this hill. I've seen it. No.
I absolutely love Battlestar Galactica, Dre. The old school, new school. I was like, because of my asthma, I was home a lot as a kid and I watched a lot of television. So I fell in love with 1970s television. And the remake was amazing to me. A lot of people didn't like it. I loved it. People get killed after the cheese. Okay, maybe I'll calm down on the cheese.
He'll break bones.
You know what? My brother, one of my brothers, he would always watch downhill racing with people put spikes in their tires and stuff. And he actually went and did it, And he said it was hardcore, but it wasn't as hardcore as they make it look on TV.
Well, they've got to add drama.
Walk it off, huh? Yeah, okay.
Absolutely, walk it off as your arms like this. Walk it off, walk it off.
That's exactly what I'm going to be like. I was like, you want to do this? Walk it off.
All right,
Monty Python. Wait till you see his ankle. Okay,
he has an ankle.
He has an ankle that is kind of like two ankles.
Tony, you have two ankles.
To be fair, I broke my left hand last year trying to show off in front of a bunch of 20-year-olds and a hay baler. Yeah. And the funny thing is, I didn't even say a word because I felt the and everything. Didn't say a word. I just kept going. I was like, they're like, why is he so locked in? My left hand was broke. It was broken. Oh yeah, that's why I wore a brace for a. I was probably pre. You don't remember my brace? That was probably
pre-Jessica.
Yeah,
that was pre-Jessica.
I wore my brace for. I probably still should be wearing it. They told me a year, but it felt better within 3 months, so I stopped wearing it.
Oh. Why do I have a feeling you're going to regret that eventually?
I just don't do tough guy stuff I've learned my limitations. Even the foreman tells me all the time, he's like, dude, like, because he's like 10, he's being 10, saying 10 years older is nice. He tells me all the time, he's like, what are you gonna do when you're 50? He's like, if it's hurting now, like, he tells me all the time, like, you need to settle down.
Yeah,
absolutely.
3 people, when you're broke, their necks. No, you're killing the fantasy about rolling with the cheese roll.
we you can go watch it.
Okay,
You can go watch it.
can I have my own cheese roll as they're like roll? Can I like be eating my cheese roll as they're fighting and dying?
You and Isaiah can be eating cheese rolls together.
I'll be with a cheese grater. Like, let's make a pizza. Let's make a pizza.
Yes, but we're not going down the hill. I think they have an age limit.
Do they have a concession stand at this cheese roll?
Straight up.
Can I get a cheese hot dog and a cheese soda?
Cheese soda?
They don't have a
Oh
senior.
At that point, I'm out.
What's that, Twinnie McRedface? What's that?
They don't have a senior citizens division.
I'll start one. I will start one.
This is so funny to me. Sorry, people.
No, I needed this. I've had 3 Mondays in a row.
Oh.
We need some laughter in the House of Sewing.
Oh my word! You broke your ankle and never went to the doctor, Zodi. Shame to you.
But seriously,
yeah, like I said,
Not
he has
weird.
2 ankles. 2 ankles because bones
How
that
are you
broke.
fit in the cowboy boots? She needs you to fit in the cowboy boots.
You pushed it with
Okay,
that.
so we're appealing to vanity. Okay.
I always
I try to take it. I try to be nice to my left hand, but I'm weirdly ambidextrous, so I think I can do tough guy stuff with my left hand, and then I break it.
Okay, let's on that one.
I'm gonna go to the sewing room real quick. Coffee's catching up.
Okay. Are you done with the chat? Oh me. I couldn't stop laughing with that one. That was good. Senior citizen division.
Yep.
Oh, where am I? Where is he? Ha 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 ha. Oh, he's at the end. But oh my word. Yeah, it's felt like a few Mondays in a row.
I think it universally
right.
has just been like one very long 72-hour Monday.
And this is the week where time, time springs forward.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this
And
is
we're
this
gonna
weekend.
lose.
So I think like,
Yeah.
I mean, are we having a full moon too? Like that's the next question.
Oh God.
Like, I don't know.
All we need is the werewolves. That's just
we have werewolves. Let's see. When is the next one? March 14th. It's coming. This is it. Everything's lining up. Stars are lining. The planets are lining up on the horizon. We're gonna have a full moon. The time goes forward. That's
Emily's birthday is the next day, which is the Ides of course. My child was born on the Ides of March.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's really happening. It's happening.
Mhm.
Trifecta. It's happening.
I
If
mean,
I'm not here next week, you just know why.
if that's how you identify, Ollie, I support you.
Oh, what did you say? Oh. Oh. He's a fur ball.
Mhm.
The stars at night are bigger. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah.
You are a werewolf, Ollie. You're a werewolf.
Werewolf would be amazing. You ever seen Teen Werewolf with Michael J. Fox?
Yes.
You get basketball skills and a cool jersey.
Mm.
That movie always tripped me out. I'm sorry. As a kid, I was like, I'm still not getting why people are accepting this werewolf.
See, Emily was supposed to be born on the 14th.
Yeah.
But then it ran late and she was born on the 15th. Because I was all excited about the 14th because it's Einstein's birthday and Pi Day.
It is 3/14.
Yeah.
I have a pie chart and everything as a major math teacher here.
I mean, I was excited about it. And then, of course, she was born after midnight. So it was the Ides of March at that point.
Oh,
the day that
yeah.
Julius Caesar got stabbed.
See, Nathaniel by day, werewolf by night. I bet you had it all going on. You and William just stalking, things. I don't know.
What does a Neanderthal werewolf sound like? Ooh.
Who here has actually met a Neanderthal werewolf?
Ollie. He's right here.
I howl at the moon every time I see a full moon.
I was like, William.
I go on the roof.
Way back before the fire in the round wheel.
Really, it's back before everybody else was here. Ollie and I remember back in the day when you could just wander around feral. Sewing machines aplenty. The
How
good
did I
old
miss
days.
Bonking women over the head.
the good old days. Maybe when I was a kid, I loved the Flintstones.
Mm-hmm. I did too. I love the Jetsons more though.
No,
they came on one after another, and I'm just old enough to where that movie, the crossover was relevant with the Jetsons and the Flintstones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever watched that.
Oh my god, I can howl. The Wild Dogs call back. We have all kinds of things. If I really howled, there's a competition of what would howl back.
So are you considered the alpha male?
My neighbor had a retired police dog. Every time it would hear sirens, it would howl.
Yeah.
Because it was, it wanted to still be in the action.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, that dog was so annoying. I just have deep in the heart of Texas stuck in my head. Oh, I was born on a full moon. And under a bat.
That's why you're a werewolf. Yes. Absolutely.
I loved, that movie scared me so much when I was a child. The werewolves. No, I'm so sorry. American Werewolf in Paris.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
And I've actually done the stereotypical backpacking, and it's weird to be walking through a field like that at night after seeing that movie.
Oh, I bet.
Nothing spoiler, nothing happened.
Well, you're here. So yeah. I'm glad you didn't even lose one of your 9 lives that you have.
No, I think it's a cliche. Anyone who ever said I went backpacking through France for a summer, they were homeless for 2 months. And they drink a bunch of wine and a bunch of cheese and a bunch of baguettes.
Well, Can confirm.
That's so true. No, because I'm from the land of like artsy fartsy people, and like, no, bro, you were staying at hostels. You were like, it's not as like, it's not as romantic as people make it out to seem.
I
Wow.
totally enjoyed hostels.
Me too.
The people I met at hostels were great.
It was always weird because in America we shy away from each other, but when you travel and you see another American, you're like, "Hi. Oh, you're from Virginia? Hi." Like when in any other circumstance you would not speak to each other.
Mhm. It's true.
My sister had a German Shepherd that chased any plane that flew over. She lived on the glide slope of Houston's largest airport. I live on the flight path for LAX because they switched it to the freeway.
I when I was in France, oddly enough, I had a guy with this very thick Southern accent ask me, "What part of the States are you from?" So I said, "The very best part." And he's like, "Oh, yeah? Well, where's that?" I said, "North of the border."
I had a weird experience because people were like more
Yes.
like people would walk up to me and ask me if I spoke Spanish, and they did. I think I came across a French class, like a bunch of kids that were learning to speak Spanish or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would stay in a hostel. I've seen the movie. Okay. The movie did make me like, I'm glad I saw it after I traveled. That's all I gotta say. But
I've
one of
never
them,
seen any of these movies because I don't watch horror movies.
I don't either.
the problem with this particular one is they're like, it's a very specific. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that Chinese food's coming back to haunt me. It's a very specific, like they're hunting Americans in that. They're hunting tourists, but it's always like people are paying to watch Americans get tortured. So I'm glad I watched it after I traveled. Good times, though. Good times. I am excited, though. I have my William Tweed Slayer of Fabric patches. My jacket is gonna be ready for Vegas.
Vegas won't know what's coming at them. Look at this.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Still
I
in
love
my
it.
head.
I love it.
You're gonna have so much fun.
I was gonna use my other House of Sewing patches, but seeing how small it is, I'm probably gonna order another one. And considering how fast it showed up, I'm impressed with this vendor. We'll see if this was a fluke. Because when I saw how fast, usually when I order things, it takes 3 weeks to a month to get here.
Yeah.
And so when I ordered this particular vendor, I'm like, well, okay, hopefully it shows up before I go to Vegas. It's been 7 days. 8, if probably 8 or something around there. It really has not been that long at all.
Mhm.
So obviously they're from America.
So yeah, you could definitely get another shipment then. Because you're like 2.5 weeks away. Saturday, the 21st, 22nd.
I have really bad timing with this. Almost every time I ever went to Vegas, I pull up to my house and there's a bunch of Amazon packages on the front of my house. And I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky we don't have porch pirates like that. It's really sad though, because there's an epidemic of porch pirates, but they go and hit all the mansions. They're like, oh, these middle class people, they work hard. We don't want their stuff. That's middle class stuff. We don't want their stuff.
That, or they're gonna get diapers, or
So around
Something
here
You want
too.
the Amazon Rolexes.
yeah.
If you want to steal my medicine, Kaiser will reimburse it. So if you steal my medicine, Kaiser's just gonna be like, all right, just resend it.
Mhm.
But because I'm part of the Ring Network, every day someone's like, "Oh, someone stole my package." I look where they live. I'm like, "Oh, you can afford it, man. I feel sorry for you, bro, but like, your house retails for 10 mil. Out of here." And I'm not saying it's okay to steal at all. Like, do not steal from people, but it's really interesting to see because we have there's people that roam around actually being porch pirates, but they weirdly leave my neighborhood alone.
Well, they follow the UPS or FedEx trucks to your neighborhoods. That's the new tactic that everybody's using. Or I'm not using it. Don't get me wrong.
No, I watch videos
I'm not
too.
a porch pirate.
No, I watch a lot of like. I had to stop watching certain stuff because it made me not even want to leave my own house. Oh, something that everyone can commiserate with. I spent the day with my niece telling me about how Taylor Swift's vinyl, telling all about how Taylor Swift's vinyl and how they sound different than they do online. Oh, still haven't had the heart to tell her that vinyls aren't a new development.
They have no idea. They have no idea.
I have no idea. Yeah.
No, Gen Z invented vinyl.
Oh, I kind of cringe just thinking like some of my greatest memories. I grew up near a record shop. I had my brothers and sisters hand me down record players. Like I miss those days. I miss those days. 1989, I bought Slick Rick. I remember because I was so proud of myself because I'd watched him on MTV and I was so excited.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin still makes fun of me. We went to the record shop in the 90s and I bought Da Brat and 9 Inch Nails because I'm eclectic.
Yes.
And you know what? I still listen to both. All right. We've gone around Jupiter like 3 times. We came, we saw. The legend of my so-called life jacket is gonna grow.
Wait to see it. And your blocks are growing behind you.
They are.
Today. Like you didn't even mention the design wall. I was like, hey.
I'm just blocky. That's all. I put it behind me. I'm a quilter now. We live here. This is what I do.
Mommy, wow.
Mommy, wow. Exactly.
That will live forever.
Yes, it will. Just will never let it go.
Oh, I'm never letting it go. It's on my wall forever.
Yeah, we even howled at the moon. Thank you, Alibaba. Thank you, the official scribe, because you remember everything more than even I do.
I know. He's so good.
Absolutely. We would be lost without you, Ollie. Thank you so much for joining, Shalom. Thank you so much, Tammy.
It was my pleasure indeed.
You guys are absolutely awesome. And Twinny McTwin from the Twin Planets.
Ooh,
playing first base for the Minnesota Twins. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You even got a few shades of red this evening.
I did. Yeah. There should have been like a red counter or something like that. Like, how many shades could Jess go today? That was great. My face hurts from laughing so hard.
We started off froggy, so we were literally jumping out the gates.
Yes. Hey, but I'm ready to do karaoke. I'm ready. Just let me bring home my microphone so I have something to play with.
On a dark desert highway, cool winds in the air, one smell of politas rising up through the air. I'm born for karaoke.
Okay.
I'm ready. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you for hanging out with the madness that is the House of Sewing. We came, we saw, I did a couple rocket kicks. I'll be back at it on Saturday. I'm working on a video. I'm enjoying life a little bit too much. And so I will get back to paying attention to my YouTube channel. I'm going to actually post my blocks on my community tab because I don't obsessively buy sewing machines anymore. So I need to start filling it with something.
Yay.
I'll be back. We will be back at it on Saturday. And for anyone who wants to join, just let me know. I hope everybody has a great week. I'll see you guys in the chat. It is amazing when I see everybody here in everybody else's chat. I absolutely love that. So you guys are amazing. And like I always say, reinforce your teams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time.